Set the programmer, anime debate YouTuber drama. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, is it worse than Atrioc?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
It's way worse.
Worse than
It's way worse.
Oh, this is some
Atrioc
Sky
just an
Williams shit,
incel.
isn't it?
Set the programmer.
He's married. He's just an
He's
idiot.
a fucking creep.
Yeah,
That's just weird.
creepy.
Yeah, what did the man
But,
just post in the booty and shit?
Yeah, I'm a.
Let's get in the game.
Fix I got of Alex.
What the fuck?
What's happening?
25th anniversary.
She
We
wants
made
everybody to go
deepfake porn
see
of Alex. That's what
Titanic.
happened.
What the fuck?
Her and Ruby
Titanic.
want everybody to go see it.
Fuck you! Nah, nobody want to go see
re-released.
Avatar with me, but we're gonna go watch Titanic again. Yo,
Both of our women want to, so yes, we are.
our women, okay, our women, okay. Drogo, Fuck.
Drogo. Alright,
Drogo would
fuck
not
up.
let
Relax.
Daenerys drag him to a fucking movie. You
Yeah,
know that's-
exactly. Go fuck yourself.
All right,
He'd be like, no, I'm gonna rape you again.
Let's play the video game.
It's not a video game.
It's not
I
a
don't-
video game.
I'm gonna put you guys on the map.
Great.
There we go.
Hop off
Alex,
plane.
make sure you're not in GM mode.
I joined and it was, and I immediately ran away.
All right, sweet. Don't do what I did in Coop's game that one time where I forgot, and then I like spoiled one of his encounters. So I was like, bro, Coop, I think you left this this unveiled. I was like, wait, he literally
Bro.
didn't. I could just see the GM later.
I saw it for
Yeah.
and I had fucking flashbacks. I was like, no.
Yeah, I fucked that map up so bad. I gotta fix it.
When I clicked on journal, like the first time I clicked on journal, I was like, there's a lot more folders than I remember. Oh shit, man. I got the fuck
Yeah.
out of there.
Jesus.
That's cool. All right. What the fuck is this shit?
What?
What is this?
What?
Was what?
Oh, yeah, there we go. This is that song? Oh, by the end, it changes a lot. Okay, all right. I thought it went to another video. Okay, so Dungeons and Dragons. So what the fuck happened last time?
In
Cause that shit is canon.
in my game, the
Yes.
side session.
The boogeyman.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rekka and Layla got kidnapped. Well, sort of. They got taken over in their dreams. They walked themselves over to where a boogeyman was. Inside, doppelgangers that were freed, though not easily, by the group. Nanu tried to kill one, but it got away. So they're out there.
That's kind of.
They
Did
fought
all
the
of them get out? I
fought
can't
the
remember.
boogeyman's henchmen. They all got away.
Yeah, okay.
You didn't kill a single one. So there's 3 of them. They got out. You guys got in there. You fought the boogeyman's henchmen. The boogeyman said some spooky shit to all of you, and then it walked through a wall and disappeared because it's a ghost.
And that's how that ended.
So there's a boogeyman out there, and there's three doppelgangers that at the very least know how to turn into the 3 party members.
But they look
Alright,
like a
cool. We'll
distorted
use that.
version of them.
It's a Melska tool for us to use later.
Yeah, exactly. I've given you content.
But aren't they like kind of distorted versions of the characters? Or no?
Yeah, all smiling, and they didn't stop smiling at you the whole time. So yeah, they're a little fucked up.
Yeah,
but,
distorted
you know.
meaning that they're happy.
Okay. Did you guys
but that's what
in
happened.
that session travel substantially far from Dimburn, which is on the map?
It was like we were still in the mountains,
In the mountains.
like-
Okay.
like back a little bit back to where I guess Layla and Nick were. So like we didn't go far.
Okay. Cool. So, you guys, I guess, are settled on the idea that you were gonna heist, the mansion.
Yep.
So,
There's
what,
people
what's
whose
your
names I can't
what's your
remember.
idea?
What does the mansion look like?
Yeah, we need to scout out this place first.
Yeah, I gotta look.
Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna head back to Dimburn and do some scouting,
Yeah,
Yeah.
gather some information.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Cool. So if you guys are in the mountains heading back to Dimburn, probably take like 2 days. So you guys get back to Dimburn. Like I said last session, it is a sort of small little settlement with a focus on farming, secondary focus on trade, mostly farming related trade, but they have other stuff too. It's like pretty like, it's not small, but it's bigger. It's big enough to not be called a village and be called like a settlement. It's got like a
Would you
school,
say
like
it's a hamlet?
yes, that's pretty accurate, actually. Which is really funny because I named the other place Hamlet because it was like just for no reason. But Hamlet isn't a Hamlet, but Dimburn is, which is pretty funny. But yeah, so yeah, but it's sort of just like this small little settlement at the base of like this like really sort of long down sloping like hill, kind of, that doesn't actually like slope up very much, but to the point where there is a noticeable like difference in ground level from when you're in the main settlement to when you like head north of it. And it's sort of at the end of like a very long road heading all the way, like heading like a solid like probably like half a mile north of Dimburn is this really big estate. And it is like it's just a really big like mansion looking thing.
We talking like Whiterun, kind of?
What do you mean?
Like how like gets higher as you go deeper into the.
Not that
Yeah.
high.
Not that high. Okay.
Yeah, not that high. That's like whole ass mountain. Like
Yeah.
no,
Gotcha.
it's just sloped
Okay.
Gotcha.
to the point where you'd imagine that if you were like standing on like the balcony in the estate, you could see the entire city or settlement, like from like sort of height.
Would you say it's as if it's the top of Brookview Drive to the bottom of McBride stretched out over a mile or so?
That is also still too high, probably.
Oh wow, okay. All right.
But almost like that.
Okay, I got you.
So you guys are in Dimburn, and you have that visual. You know where the estate is located. How do you intend on gathering information about it?
I want to go to the estate. I look at her like, well, how about I go get some information about the estate, and you guys collect information here. Something to help us out.
The only humans that I've ever met here were racist, so I think I'd probably better off going with you.
What about you,
I
Doc?
suppose that leaves me to do the talking.
Hey, don't forget your little friendly companion over there.
Yes, I'm
Who's
sure she's
friendly?
gonna make a lot of friends here in a human city.
I have plenty of friends here, actually.
Oh, that must be nice.
It is.
Yeah, the first lady I met tried to kill me with an axe.
Well, you
That
are a
happens too.
goblin.
What the fuck was that, old man?
Oh, nothing.
Either way, though.
I'm Pops now.
Fucking love Cannabandicus so much.
He's such a
This is-
fuckhead. I love him.
This is Layla. Layla says, either way, what are you trying to learn about Lace's estate exactly?
Oh, you know, looking for weak points, looking for places to hide, looking for places where I could be too quick. You know, rogue stuff. Being
I think the most important thing is where he keeps his wealth.
right. Of course. Now, I'm not gonna, you know, not without everybody here until we've divided the plan. You know, go sneaking in there. At least I don't know. We'll see. But I'll keep a low profile.
Don't do anything fucking stupid, Bird.
Hey, stupid.
All right.
Is my cousin's middle name, not mine. My middle name is Quick.
Okay. Good.
I love him.
Well, I'll
You
tell
just
you a
talk
thing,
quick?
or
Okay.
I'll tell you a thing or two about Lace. Okay. He's a man of his word. Well, wait, no, he paid me, but he was paying me to steal money from. He's not a man of his word. He's clearly a lying cheat. And yeah, he's like a middle-aged man, wears like red robes. He's kind of good looking for his age. You'll know him when you see him. But he's married, but I've never met his wife. So if you see a
Interesting.
woman who looks rather dapper, you might want to, be careful around her.
Any children? Points of weakness? Inheritance?
He's got a lot of money for sure. I'm pretty sure he's pretty solo self-found. He's got most of his wealth himself. No inheritance that I know of. But there could be something that I don't know of. I don't know everything about him. But I think he has a son or a daughter. I'm not sure.
Could be something. Cock,
Yes.
do you want to follow up on that as you're scouting?
Yep. I'll look for any leads and things of the such. I gotcha. And I put my I like salute you. I like put my hand in my head, but it's kind of a shitty salute. It's kind of like a so yeah. Or my
Reke would be like,
wing.
Layla, do you know if he had any kind of like personal guard, or does he walk around with an entourage or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of relevant. So, he's got a personal guard for sure. Not a lot of them, though. This is a farming settlement. Not a whole lot goes on. A lot of boring people doing boring things. Not a lot of people really step to him. But he's got a small little regimen of lightly equipped men. I think there's a woman too that he keeps
Right.
with him. Some patrol his estate. Some he might take one or two with him when he heads into town.
How many would
There
you say he
any,
has total?
Total. I'm spitballing. It's entirely possible that some of the ones I've seen have been the same person over and over again in different locations. But the most I've ever seen at any one time was when he paid me, and he had 5. But-
Do you know if there's any does he own any properties around here that would be visible from where he's at?
Besides his estate, most of the farmland surrounding Dimburn is technically his property. A lot of it's even the farmland that the Enins were working on before. Well, we got them their money back. You got them their money back from me. Before you did that, the land that they were working on didn't belong to them either, despite their living on it.
I say then there's potential if we wanted to raid the house if we caused a small distraction at one of these properties. Might cause him to send a few of his men out to go and clear it up.
That's possible.
I like that idea. Where does he get most of his wealth from?
Most of his wealth comes from trading the crops that he harvests, the people harvest that he sort of has under his thumb, and he sort of just trades that with the capital city and surrounding.
So not sure
I'm
we'll be
not a-
able to pull off a diversion without hurting innocent people.
Oh,
Yeah.
certainly not. But that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Well, I'm gonna say that I don't particularly like humans, but I'm not about burning out food. At least not if we can't make it up. So if we rob this guy and we have to burn a patch of the farm, maybe we can, through the guys that had the axe to get to my throat, maybe we can give them a small cut of what we have that would make up for what's lost.
Wait a minute. Okay, a few things to get in order, right?
Yeah.
If we're gonna rob this guy, a little bit of morality kind of has to go out the window. Committing
Oh,
crime.
I'm fully down to kill any of his men that stand in our way, but I'm not about pulling food from mouths that need it.
And 2, well, let's not involve the Enins in any way. If it comes out, like if we botch this, and we might, and it comes out in any way that we were doing anything for them or that they were receiving anything from us connected to the heist, they might be in a lot of trouble.
I agree. We should involve ourselves as little as possible with them.
Then I guess
Big fucking
the
trouble, man.
distraction pan goes out the window unless we fuck with these people's produce.
Hey,
The
listen,
distraction can
what-
also be on his estate itself. He has several buildings, right?
It's one main building, but it's got a couple smaller ones to the side. Like I think there's a shed or something.
Hmm. That shed probably houses his crops.
There might be there was another building too that was slightly bigger than the shed, but I don't know what's in there.
I think it's called
Right.
the barn.
Well,
Well, no,
It's a big shed.
it's a big shed. Yeah.
he's got to have some kind of stockpile to
Those
store
are-
his food before he sells it to the markets. So
Yeah,
if we can
so
find
com-
where that is, set that
Mhm.
ablaze, then we could use that as the distraction. No one gets hurt, only his bottom line.
Have we ever thought about just
Cock, I say that
going in
when
and,
we go ahead.
just not getting attention and just being out without any problems? Good old fashioned stealth job.
That could be
Well,
fun too.
Considering the only humans are myself, who is not well versed in the diplomatic arts, and I'm just gonna peer over at Cannavandicus and not really say
Present.
anything.
I'm half human.
Sure, but can you actually, talk your way
What?
through a situation like this?
Absolutely. I'm quite well spoken.
You have worked for him before. He's going to know you were involved.
Well, yeah, but I don't really care. I don't live here.
Hmm. If we're not going to kill him, he's going to be a permanent enemy to us.
He's an old man.
An old man with a lot of wealth, even if we do steal a lot of it.
Tell you
Well,
what, how about
if
this?
we-
We take the day,
Yeah.
you and the night, the whole day. The whole day. You guys see what you can find out around town that might help us. Me and Rekka will go up to the estate. We'll do a little scouting during the day. We'll do a little scouting during the night. See if he has any guard changes, see what their routes are, and see if there's a way we can slip in and out without causing commotion. And if not, they'll find a way that we can cause commotion that will take care.
And then if all that goes to shit, we bash some heads in.
Works for me.
One crucial detail that it might matter. All of the outside of the guards that he has that work at his estate, he has a lot of servants. At least 10 or 15 more maybe. I don't know exactly what they do. They probably just keep the house tidy and whatnot. But I've caught a good glimpse at a few of them, and they look like fucking zombies.
Like actual zombies or Overwatch?
Yeah, oh yeah, that one. They look like they work really hard and they look really tired all the time. They don't look happy. I don't think I've ever seen one of them smile.
Could be
Democrats.
something.
Could be something. But if it isn't, you beat him up.
Layla, we talked about this.
We have. And I've thought about it, and I think it would still be fun.
Maybe fun, but it puts us in danger.
And she just
Part
kind
of surviving is making sure that we don't hurt innocent people.
She just shrugs and mutters under her breath. Whatever. Go on, goblin bird, run off, do your thing. Don't get caught.
So just in case, as you said, if shit hits the fan, and I have Apple come down off my shoulder, and she's like perched on the back of my hand, and I hold her up towards the doctor, and I'm like, as long as you promise not to do any weird experiments.
Oh, we're gonna do
Hang
so
on.
much weird shit to your fucking. I mean,
You have my word.
you have my word
She-
too.
So Apple crawls onto your shoulder, and I say, if anything goes bad, she'll start to freak out and lead you towards over there.
What?
She and I share. We can feel when the other is fucked up and stressed out. So if we get caught, she'll alert you, and you guys can come.
Oh,
Ah.
you're misunderstanding. Don't get caught now. If you get caught now, I don't know who you are.
I'm afraid I have to agree. If you get caught now, we've never seen you. But
Don't
rest
get
assured,
caught in
I'll
the
take care of
recon
Apple.
stage, idiot.
Wait, you're not gonna come save
Well,
your
no, then
friends?
fuck you. She's coming back to me, and she jumps off your
Yeah.
shoulder. and
We
I'm on her
might come
shoulder.
save Rekka.
I'll take the dragon.
No, you're not touching her.
What?
Cock
No.
would look very
I
I know
also-
you're
I
gonna
wa-
feed
I
her some
wanna-
weird mushroom, and she's gonna go ape shit.
I also want to ask Rekka about that connection that he mentioned and how I noticed it before we get into the cave, and basically ask like how how strong is that connection? Could she potentially scout for you, give us a bird's eye view of the estate?
Well, she can't fly, so she could climb a few
I thought
places.
she flew last session.
No.
No, she's a water drake. She swims.
Oh fuck! Damn it.
I would
Um,
like to go slap Rekka and see if the apple reacts.
Oh god.
Is that up to me or is that up to you, Jamal?
No, it's
I
up
mean,
to
I'm
you,
gonna
brother.
walk up to you and then try to slap you.
You slap me and she tries to bite you.
Oh, it does work.
Yeah.
This
All
might
right,
be
well-
useful.
Point is, I'm not trying to get on your bad side or nothing. Not trying to piss you off. Just don't get caught in the recon stage.
Listen, I'm not
Yeah.
planning on it. I'm pretty fucking sneaky. Cock is pretty fucking fast, as you have heard from him.
All right, yeah.
I'm
If you
just
fuck
saying
up,
that
get the
there's
fuck out.
always the proposition that
Look.
some crazy nonsense happens, and we're in trouble. All right, and the vice versa is true. If you guys get caught in some crazy nonsense, we'll know, and we can go back.
Yeah, at the risk of like flipping back and forth, he's right. Like we should definitely leave Apple with us.
And
No,
then
he didn't
all
wanna
right.
give it to me.
Cock
Fuck
goes,
this
"Don't
guy."
worry, I'll come back and save my friends."
Yeah. So Apple goes to the doctor, glares at Candivandicus.
I was just testing the hypothesis
Have a
That
safe
she
trip.
is a living creature that loves me.
that there was a hidden connection.
Anyway,
I guess we head
I
out.
I vanishing step away.
All right, so those two head out, and Layla looks at the doctor and Candivandicus, and she's just like, "So there isn't a whole lot we can do here. So I say we just go get a beer or something."
Sounds great to me.
Boo!
Sweet.
Go do some scouting. Go talk to someone.
Does Candivandicus? What do you say anything?
No.
All right, sweet. So, y'all just go to a pub and just get some drinks.
Fuck yeah.
Yo, Apple looks so
I
confused.
am going to question the bartender at least.
She's in here like, yo, what the fuck are these
Yeah.
people doing?
So, you guys go to the pub, in Dimburn. It's called the I don't know,
The rusty nail.
wait. Let me think of a good one. It's called the Barnacled Beat.
The barnacle beat.
They just people just call it the Beat. Yo, you to be at the Beat tonight?
Okay.
God.
So you can so you and Candivandicus, are you going in with them, or are you just disappearing and doing your bullshit?
No, yeah, I'm not going there.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Are you just dicking around?
I'm gonna go to like the market and just see what's going on.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Yup.
Wait, levels of success. Ooh, at least 3.
All right. So you are in the shut up, Mike. So you're in the market and you see that by a there's a stall that sort of sells jewelry.
Mhm.
And the guy running the stall is sort of like he's standing in front of it and he's sort of like having an argument with a lady. You don't really know what he's talking about, but that's happening. Do you want to engage with it?
Sure.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Excuse me.
And when you get closer to them, you hear the lady, and she's just like, "Hey man, that ring you bought me was, or that ring my man bought from here was fake, and I want a refund for the money he spent on it." And the guy's just sitting there, he's like, "No refunds." And they're kind of just going back and forth like that. They don't even really hear you.
Hello?
And then he just kind of like the girl's just in mid sentence, and he kind of just like literally reaches out, puts a hand on her forehead, and looks to you, and he goes, "Ah, customer, welcome. What would you like?"
Are you selling bad wares, sir?
"No, only the finest."
May I look?
"You may."
And I'm gonna look at the lady. May I look at your ring, my lady?
and she just kind of holds it out in her hand. And
Okay. Can I appraise it?
yeah, go for it. Seems pretty
16?
real. It's a nice like
16?
it's a nice like oh, you said 15?
16.
16? Okay. Yeah. So it seems pretty legit. It seems like it's a pretty it's a solid fucking it's like a little ring. It's got a little emerald in it.
What's wrong with the ring?
And then she just looks at it, and then she's just like, well, it's green.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said
Diamonds aren't green.
well, it's not a diamond.
It's not.
No, it's a green diamond.
It's a green diamond.
Yes.
And then she just like the dude looks at you like confused as fuck, and then she looks up to him, and she's like, a green diamond, and he goes, of course. You didn't know? You know, if you don't like green, I suppose you have to take that up with your man then. And then she just kind of looks at it, and she just frowns. She goes, I don't very much like green.
Well,
I'm sorry for wasting your time, sir.
maybe you could trade it in for a red one.
And the dude goes to go, I don't do trades.
What are you dealing?
Well, if I take it back, there would certainly be a fee, because I could have sold it to someone else in the meantime.
Well, why are you selling green diamonds to people who don't want them?
The man came and asked for it.
He asked for a green diamond?
He pointed to it and said that's what he wants.
Okay.
Fine. Listen, lady, I'll do you a special deal, right? So, and then he's gonna go into his stall, just sort of open up some cases and put a couple extra rings out. None of which are diamonds. It's probably got a ruby, a sapphire. One is just onyx, which like isn't even like a valuable material,
Yeah.
really. And then fucking and then he just goes, "Which color do you like the best?" And then she just kind of like looks at them all, and then she looks at the onyx one, and she goes, "Ooh, that's really pretty." And he's like, "I'll do a trade just for you." And then she just kind of puts the emerald ring on the stall, and she takes the onyx one, and then she just puts it on her finger, and she looks at it and smiles. So she goes, "Thanks, sir. I'm so sorry for wasting so much of your time." And then he goes, "No problem."
That was a good deal. A rare black diamond.
And then she just smiles, and then she just kind of like skitters off. And then the dude leans over to you and he goes, "I am now up 40 gold on that one."
You mean 20?
And he just winks at you.
I just put out my hand.
And then he would sort of like, I don't know if you mean high five or a handshake, but
no,
fucking
I'm telling him, give me fucking half of what he made off that.
oh shit, that's true then. All right, yeah, so yeah, he would look at you and go, well, you know, I just traded 2 items of X value. I don't have actual coins to give you per se. It's all invested assets.
How do you not do trades but you don't have any gold on you?
Well, I do have gold, but just, you know, I didn't gain any physical gold pieces just now. So giving you some would be,
you gained
you know.
assets is what they're called, sir.
And he just looks at you and he goes, "Fine. I did technically make a profit, and you were technically a part of swindling that idiot. So, sure." And then he goes back to his stall, and he's going to give you 20 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then he
All
goes
right,
to high five him.
All right, and then he high fives him, and then he introduces himself. All that bullshit. You guys shoot the shit. Okay, so at the at the pub, so you guys, the doctor and Layla are at the sort of just at the bar, and the bartender sort of just is seems pretty like impersonable for a bartender. It seems like this was definitely not their calling. They're definitely efficient with like bringing people drinks and stuff. But they don't talk to anybody, so they don't really contribute to the vibe. So if what do you want to ask them? Like at some point they bring you a drink and you can stop them and ask some questions.
Shit. I'll ask him where all the grain for the ale comes from.
He does some. He looks at you and he goes, "Some of it's brought in, some of it's locally grown.
And you buy it at the market?
Technically,
From which merchants?
lots of them. Most of the merchants in Dimburn deal in grain.
Okay, this guy's got a personality
so
on him.
much grain."
All right, well, I'm just gonna thank him and continue with my drinks.
He looks at you and he goes, I once saw a man trade grain for a sword.
So it's a pretty common commodity here then, huh?
I suppose. It's everything's grain to these people. And he just shakes his head and he just goes, "Enjoy your drink, sir."
I will enjoy my grain-based drink, thank you. All right. I don't know if Layla's gonna say anything, but I'm going. Can I do just a heal check on everyone in the tavern? And I just want to like go and offer medical services to anybody who's got illnesses.
Layla's a 14-year-old orc, so she is an adult, technically. Thanks, Mom.
Oh wow, Rekka's 15.
Yeah, like I said, I'm
also
just going
an
to.
adult.
I'm just going to take this time to offer medical services to anybody who needs
I
it.
don't think Cock has an age.
Okay, cool. Roll me a heal check.
Cock is also
Cool.
gonna be 15 years old.
Let me pull up my character sheet.
Yeah, because goblins are adults at like 12.
No idea what time you are.
Really?
Yeah, Rekka's like middle-aged. He's 15.
So what you're saying is, okay, 17.
Bro, I just started playing a game.
Oh, 24.
Hi-Fi Rush game. There's a character named Wreck-It.
That's
Hey.
funny. Plagiarism.
The goat.
Okay, so 24. So you're just people watching, and you're using you're like a cute alchemist eye, and you just see that generally the people in this place are of like pretty like low health or like low their healthcare quality here is generally pretty bad. Like you see people who just have like open, treatable fucking scars and shit, or like gashes and shit on their arms, clearly from just where they work with their hands all day. Sometimes
shit.
someone gets cut by a rusty blade, etc., etc. A lot of people are just here with those like wounds exposed and just fully festering and getting worse, and they're kind of just vibing as if that's their normal. So if you want to, you can roll the 24. You can use some of your alchemist ingenuity to offer help to some of these people, and sort of do the very basic rudimentary things like just disinfecting something and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and then if anyone's situation is bad to the point where it's like, okay, yo, this is gonna get really bad, like this is kind of a little far gone, you can let them know, and it'll make them aware of it, so that way they'll actually seek treatment instead of just letting it fester. Maybe have to chop their arm off in 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And how long are they gonna take to scout? Because I can definitely help somebody if they do need something like that.
Cock is
Oh
10
yeah,
years old.
their scouting thing is probably gonna take at least 40 minutes.
Oh, maybe not that kind of
Yeah.
time then.
Yeah.
Cock is not an adult, so he
I'm
is
good.
10 years old.
Well, if
yeah,
it's like
so-
setting a broken arm or some shit, then yeah, I can.
Yeah.
probably do
So
that.
once we go to them, if we see how long it takes, we'll we can go back to them, and you can say that you did that, depending on how long they take. Point
Cool.
is though, people here seem to it's experiences. It's kind of like when you treated the girl, the Enin girl, how she was like, holy shit, I feel a lot better right now. This is weird. So a lot of people here haven't experienced that, and they're kind of like getting to know you and sort of to think of you as a good person.
Awesome.
And the entire time, Layla's just drinking and just talking shit and just kind of being a roughhouser.
Roughhouser. Okay. I'm probably gonna stop at some point and just tell her to like tone it down a bit and maybe ask her to help me with something because it's a learning opportunity.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so she'll like her eyes will like sparkle at that, and then like when you're treating people, she'll kind of just hang around you and then like just like be super eager about like getting involved herself and learning how you do things.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. So that's what you guys are doing. All right, on to the people who matter. So the two dudes who are going up to the estate, like I said, it's like half a mile north, like sort of up a slope.
And obviously
like a slightly sloped road. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's kind of like a plane. So if you're not sitting in the main road, you just look weird. Like people can see you. So no, yeah, it's not a forest at all. The place is like generally really like flatland. There's a tree every now and then, but it's not like nothing dense enough to like completely like hide your existence. And eventually the estate is within visual, and you see that outside the front of it are just two guards who are just kind of just like one of them's just sitting on like a stool, and then the other one's like leaning against it. No, it's not.
Okay.
So you see like one of the or there are two guards. One's sort of kind of leaning against a beam, sort of supporting the balcony. Nanu, I think. Is your mic like really close to your mouth?
Oh, probably. Sorry, I'll mute.
That works. So like I said, dude sitting on the stool, dude leaning against a beam. They're just kind of shooting the shit, but you're like at this point you're a decent distance away. Like you can just you're in vision of them. You don't really hear what they're saying or anything. Outside of that, you don't really see that many people you don't really see anyone outside of the estate. And it's just it's a 2-story building, with two dudes in front of it. And you do see like what Layla was talking about, like to the east of the estate. It's sort of like a small little building. Looks like it'd probably be a shed, and there's a slightly bigger one next to it. It's probably like twice the size.
Is there a way we can make our way over there without being seen?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can both just roll stealth checks, and just like skulk around the perimeter.
Check? Like, would it be like double back so we can leave their vision and then like loop back around so we?
Oh yeah. So you can double back, loop back around. That'd probably take like 15 minutes.
That's fine.
Alright.
So you cool with that?
Full perimeter. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you guys do that. Just completely like playing the slope, the angle of the hill to just break their line of sight entirely, so they have no chance of seeing you. And you come up along the east side of the estate. So you're sort of like, you see like the smaller building in the shed.
Alright.
And you're a decent distance away from it.
I'm gonna use the bottom of this thing to like kind of draw it out so I can help visualize.
Yeah, I want to try and get to
Estate, and then there's big shed.
I want to see what's inside
Shed, like
the
this?
smaller building.
And
The
we're
one
coming
that's bigger
to
than the
the
shed.
east, you said, right?
Yeah. You drew it exactly how it is. Yep.
Alright, perfect. Alright, so yeah, we can check out the smaller shed. And I saw the guards
Except
like over
there's
here.
like the distance here. Yeah, the guards are like right in front, but the distance between the estate and the shed is like 90 feet.
Okay.
100, something like
Alright.
So you're
I
fine.
wanted to check out this building first, the smaller, like the small building.
So the one that's bigger than the shed,
Yes.
or the shed. Okay.
The one that's bigger than the
So-
shed. I want to find where, like what the doctor had said about, where like the grain stored is.
So it's a wooden just sort of building, and when you sort of loop around it and you see the front, it's got a little door that's like padlocked. You actually see that the front to both of these buildings is padlocked.
Is there like any windows we
And-
can climb through?
I was gonna say the same
No.
thing. So it's just getting into the padlock.
Yep.
Is there, can I attempt to? Is there anybody around?
Yeah, the guards, but like they're like 100 something feet away from you. You are like at a vision though, where like if you just stood here, they would like maybe they eventually see you, but they're like talking to each other.
What we kind of have like before we hesitate and kind of give them an opportunity to look at us. I want to try and pick the lock without breaking it because I want to put it back on once we're done.
Okay.
I will give you guidance, so you can add +1 to whatever this next
Yeah.
check is gonna be.
So picking the lock without breaking it is a part of the rules. So if you fail by less than 5, you fail to pick it, but the lock is intact. If you fail by more than 5, you like break your like tool in the lock, and the lock is locked.
Okay.
So
Um,
this lock doesn't look like it's too hard, but doesn't look too easy. So when you want to pick it, you can roll a disable device, and you have your
let
guidance
me-
bonus.
I have. What'd you say? About bonus?
He gave you guidance, so you have a +1 to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. I
Yeah.
know I have a bonus to picking stuff or to disabling devices. I just want to make sure I have it. Okay, that's traps. Not natural weapons. Linguistic, sneaky. No, I think that was traps. I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm thinking of traps. Okay. So I have a 10 plus whatever the hell guidance is.
It's +1.
Plus 1? Okay, so plus 11. So whatever this is, plus 1.
Alright.
1.
You break the lock.
12. Does 12 still break
Yep.
the lock?
Fuck.
Yeah, with a 12 is the only roll that would have broken it, and you break it.
For fuck's sake.
That's very
You said
unfortunate.
there was
but,
another. You said there was another one.
so there's a lock on the which building were you checking right now? That was the bigger one,
The
right?
big one.
So you broke the lock on the bigger building.
So it's like, so it's not unlocked and it's broken?
Yeah, it's not unlocked, and like if someone wanted to put a key in, it wouldn't even work. Like you kind of just broke the lock.
Well, shit. Well, can I break it off so it doesn't look obvious? But, you know, if someone tries to put a key in it, they're gonna, you know...
You can break the lock off entirely if you want. That would make some noise, though.
Yeah, I don't want to break... No, I mean, like, can I break my tool off so it's not visible that there's a lock-picking tool?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Nothing's like, exposed, so like from the outside, it doesn't like look like it's been tampered with necessarily.
Yeah.
But just if someone goes to fuck with it, they're gonna be like, oh, this has been tampered with.
That's fine.
Okay.
I look at Rick, I go, oops.
Is there? How big are like? Like, are there any gaps or anything of a notable size
Like in the
In, like-
in the craftsmanship
in like
of the buildings.
in like the door, or like in between like where the roof meets, like a gap that like
Yeah.
a small animal could fit through?
Okay, so they look like they are they're pretty well put together. You can roll a perception check.
All right.
Like the craftsmanship of these buildings looks like solid. Like they wasn't made by some
what's
like
your perception,
random dude.
Alex, before you roll this?
10.
Okay, yeah, so I'll assist you, then I have plus 8 to perception.
All right, if you roll a 10, he will get a +2.
Exactly. 14.
There you go.
go.
He has a +2.
All right.
So
I
we
rolled
close one.
a 26, so 28.
All right, cool. So you survey this building, and you see that like sort of like in like the on the roof, just sort of this like just cluster of like sticks and like leaves and stuff, and it seems like it might be like a bird's nest.
Okay. So my next question is, when you summon an animal or something, how much control do you have over it?
With a spell.
Yeah. Like summon nature's
so-
ally.
So one, casting the spell has verbal components that would make sound.
Yeah, of course.
And
of course.
2, when the thing appears, you can give it rudimentary orders as if it were an animal. Unless you speak its language, then you can give it specific orders.
Got it.
So you can go break this, or
Mhm.
attack this, or defend me. You can do stuff like that.
Apple spits acid, doesn't she?
Yeah.
If you want to come back later with Apple, we could try and melt the lock off, kind of the same way Softail melted the lock when he did the heist in the prison, so we don't make noise while doing it.
We
Oh,
could,
right.
but I worry because Apple's thing is like 10-foot radius.
Jamel,
So
could
it's
she-
like
could
it would
she
get on
do-
that, but it would also get like all over the place.
Could she do a controlled burst of it, Jamel?
Pardon?
Could Apple do a controlled burst of acid to melt the lock the same way Softail melted the lock into prison in Ifringard?
That would be hard because it's like a breath weapon.
Okay.
Like the breath weapon has a defined radius.
Yeah, okay. Well, go on with your idea, Alex.
I don't really have one because I'm looking at all the things that I can summon with Nature's Ally, and there's nothing that I could speak to. I want to see if I could get something to go in there and come back out, like just give it the order of grab something in there. And if he comes back out with grain or seed or wheat or something, then at least I have an idea that this
Okay.
is the building I'm looking for.
Okay. That I want to say that would be an order that's complicated.
Yeah, I feel like it would be.
Yeah.
Is there any? So there's nothing that like a small person could fit into.
Well, I told him that there was a bird's nest.
Yeah, but the apple might be able to fit in there.
Yeah, I'd say Apple could probably fit.
Apple's tiny.
Apple's
She
not
could
with you,
fit.
right?
Yeah, she's
No,
not with
she
us.
is with them.
Damn.
All right. I'm gonna. I say we dip out of here. We don't. I don't think we should leave.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
we're not
think-
gonna leave.
but I
still
think
wanna
we should
survey the
pull
rest of the
back.
grounds.
We should pull back out a little bit because I'm gonna try and get Apple to come here.
I want to see.
So
if
did you guys
there's-
want to like try the other lock
I
or
wanna-
anything like that, or
oh,
are you
wait,
just gonna
there's another
count
lock?
your blessings? Yeah. So both buildings are locked. You fucked up the lock on this one.
Okay, I want to try this one. Is there? I guess there's no windows in this one either.
Okay. So I will say, in case you don't want to risk it, moving to that one is more in the sight of the guards in front of the estate. So you would have to make a stealth check as part of it.
How about this, Alex? You go back, and I want to see if I want to kind of hang around and see if these guards move at any point. If they do, I want to try and pick the lock.
Yeah, all right. I kind of want to do something because I'm still at this building. I want to do one thing. If I have my animal focus, if I choose wolf, I get the scent ability.
Mhm.
Would I be able to, with a scent-based perception check, smell for the if there's grain in the building, like under the door, like if I went fucking sniffed under there?
Yeah, I'd say you could try to detect like what the contents are inside vaguely.
6. I'm gonna use one of my minutes of animal focus.
It's gonna be a little hard though because the things you're trying to detect by a scent don't give off particularly potent scents. So it's gonna be a little harder. But yeah, you can do that.
I'll try it. I guess still got
Yeah.
3 more after this.
So you can roll a scent-based perception check.
Sick.
And I will say you are downwind, so you have a +2.
Great. 14.
Big time with this +2. 14? Okay. So you don't really get any particularly potent scents. Like it did, but nothing weird. Like it smells like it's like okay, there's probably normal shit that I would expect to be inside a building like this, in a place like this, in there. But that's what you get. You don't know exactly what it is.
I say
Could be
that's good
grain,
enough.
could
As
be
long as
hay,
not
could be
smelling
whatever.
Anything weird? I think it
Yeah.
gives the idea what the fuck's in there.
All you smell is mothballs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Alright.
Nothing seems surprising.
All right, so I stand back up, and Cox sees that I have like this fucking gnarly ass wolf face. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And I scurry back, and I'm gonna head back into the town to find them.
Okay.
I'll tell them I'm gonna hang around, look for
Alright.
guards and whatnot.
Be careful.
Do that shitty salute I do again, kind of like the Officer Doofy fucking salute. And I want to check around. I want to go around this this big shed this way and get a look at what's in the backyard or the back of the estate.
Okay. So behind the estate, it's just kind of like open field.
Is there a visual thing I'm supposed to be seeing?
Yeah. So Mike like drew some rudimentary shit on the bottom. I do have maps for you, but the map is like sort of the inside of the estate, not the outside. So
Oh,
so he just kind of drew. Yeah.
I didn't see that. I just
So-
saw it. Gotcha.
You see that like behind the estate is kind of just like open field, and it's kind of like kind of tall. Like it's got like fucking grass and shit, like tall grass.
Are
Like,
there servants?
like it looks like it's like crops and shit.
Are there like workers and servants out there in the fields working?
Like so like it's like a decent amount past it, like down the way, but you see that there are people there just working with their hands, fucking, you know, doing all the type of farming shit you'd expect people to be doing.
Do I
And this
see
is like a solid like 100 feet past the back of the estate.
Okay. And is it like kind of crest down on a hill, or is it flat in the back?
It's yeah. So it's kind of like flat, like along like the. let me just. How do I describe this?
I just want
Yes,
to know,
it's
like,
flat. I'll
basically,
just
I
say
just
it's
want to
flat.
know if I
Yes.
have cover, like the same way we doubled back, so it'd be harder for to spot me if like the hill crested downward and I was at the top of the hill. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. No. So it's kind of just like at your elevation.
Okay. Do I see anybody particularly like at the back of the estate?
Nope. Everyone just seems pretty. There's like some people who are just working in the field in the back of the place, but nothing out of the ordinary.
All right. I wanna
Roll
go
me a
to the
perception check though.
the 21.
Okay, cool. So, while you're behind this shed, the estate, like, you notice that on the second floor of the estate, in like the sort of like back right corner on the second floor, there's a window, and you notice that there is like a sort of silhouette looking at you from the window.
She sees
Well,
me.
looking in your direction.
Oh.
You don't
okay.
know if they see you or not, but they're looking in your direction.
So they're here.
Yeah, they're sort of like in a window in like sort of the back of
And they
the
can
back
see
right
me
corner
if
of
I'm,
the
like,
estate.
Here. I'm just like peeking around the corner.
Yeah, like you notice them,
The fuck are we seeing?
and they're kind of just looking out the window. You can't really make them out.
There's a building.
It's because whatever room they're in is dark.
Make out with him.
I don't fucking really know. I'm behind a building. I don't know how the fuck they see me, but I don't know how I see them.
No, I'm saying they don't see you. They're just looking in that direction. Like you see that they're looking like in your direction,
Okay.
but you don't know if they see you particularly or specifically. If you get a little closer, you might be able to make them out.
Can I climb the top of this building? Is this like is this the top
Yep.
of this building? Is it like
Yeah.
slanted so like I could use the slant or the
Mhm.
slant of the roof
Yeah,
to
you could
cover
do that.
me from all this shit?
What's your bonus to climb?
It's not great. I don't have one actually. It's -1.
Okay, then you can roll it. The check is very low.
12.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
12. Let's go.
Yeah, so you can climb up to the top and you get a little closer, like get a little angle from the top of the building. You see that there is like a sort of youngish looking girl who is just kind of like looks very melancholy and is just looking out the window, and she seems to just be like looking out the window, just to like look out the window.
Is she pretty?
She looks very like sad, so you can't
Am
tell.
I a pretty girl?
Cock sits there for a minute and ponders. Why is she so sad? She looks so pretty.
Yeah, and eventually she just like after like 40 seconds or so, she just like walks away.
Well, I'm up here on the roof. Do I get a better view of the back of the estate to see like any points of entry I could possibly make besides like
Yep.
a door?
So
Obviously.
you see there are plenty. So there's obviously the front door that you know about. There's also a back door, that's sort of just like on the base. The back door doesn't seem to be guarded. And the building is just built in a way where like there's a lot of rivets and divots for you to dig in your hand, so it's a very climbable building. And there's tons of windows on both floors. You don't know what's locked and what isn't though, but you know that they exist.
Okay, I'm just gonna chill on this roof until Rekka gets back, cause I don't want to do any sort of sneaking without the cover of night.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna sit here and just study the landscape, like see what like if the guards have like a rotation, what the workers do like when they normally come in for lunch or when they go out for dinner or breakfast and all that shit.
Okay, so cool. So you see that the guards up front do rotate, but when they rotate, they like rotate very tight. Like it's like two dudes show up, dap them up, the other dudes leave there. It's never like it's never not being watched, the front door.
Yeah.
And after like 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes, it's starting to get like starting to approach like probably like 2-3 p.m. And you see a sort of like well-adjusted looking like sort of robed older man, sort of like he kind of just comes up the road like on a horse, rides up to the estate, sets his horse to the side, sort of ties it up on something, and then the guard sits to the side, he walks in.
Was he wearing red robes? Was he wearing red robes?
Yep, he seemed to match the Layla's description of lace Gritandi.
I was like, dude, that's
And
nice.
so he walks inside, and after like 5 minutes or so, you hear a sort of like commotion coming from upstairs, and you hear the like a sort of feminine like scream, like sort of like a sort of long drawn out one over the course of like
Yeah,
5 or
so
10 minutes.
I was gonna say, like since the guards are distracted with like Mr. Fancy Pants showing up, I was just gonna see if I could use that opportunity to sneak over to the building and climb on the roof so I can kind of hear if he's gonna say anything.
Oh, like if he says anything to the guards?
No, like so I want to use like the guy showing up as a distraction. Like the guards are more focused on him to be my opportunity to like run across this like gap here and then climb on
Okay,
the roof
yeah,
so I can get
sure.
like a better hearing of like what's
Okay.
going on in the house.
So they are distracted, but you're gonna need to roll a stealth check.
Sure, I got good stealth. 22.
Okay, so that's good enough. So there's like this like moment of like 5 seconds where they both look to Lace to like sort of acknowledge him and do their little nod of respect. And in that moment, you dart from building to building, and you sort of get up against the wall here, against the
Yeah, I'm gonna try and climb again onto this roof.
All right. Again, the check is easy, but you do have to roll it.
Nat
All right,
20.
there you go. So you climb and you get to the point where you're on top of the roof.
Sweet. All right, yeah, I want to try and listen for anything this guy says.
Okay,
because,
so
I mean, like I was gonna do this before the commotion, but like obviously something happens. But I want to see if I can actually hear it now.
yeah. So you don't hear much different actually. So you hear like the screams and stuff like that, and you're pretty confident that you're hearing most like all of the sound coming from that room, but there's no conversation, no dialogue. Just he goes into the room. You hear the girl screaming for a long time, like 5-10 minutes, and then you don't hear it anymore.
Screaming in terror.
Oh, it just sounds like pain.
Fucker said we doing anal today.
Oh my god. So yeah, and then after you hear that, you sort of hear the footsteps, like what do you imagine would be his footsteps, like they're just fading away as if they're leaving that room and heading back downstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna just chill on this roof, I guess. Again, studying like the patterns and paths of all the guards and workers and shit.
Okay.
Occasionally,
So
if I feel it's safe, I'll like peek my head over the edge, like looking through a window.
okay.
See if I can see the hallway, get a kind of a decent idea of the layout.
So you hear Lace start to talk to the guards in front of the estate again, and he sort of just says, you hear him just go, "I'm going to be gone for the night. Make sure none of the servants go into Lilith's room. She needs her rest." And then both of the guards, well, you don't know this, but they nod, and then you just hear Lace go, "Thank you," and then he heads back to his horse, and he rides off.
Do I get the idea of where this commotion was? Like which room the commotion took place in?
Yeah. You're fairly confident that it came from the room that you saw the girl looking
Can
at.
Is there a window?
Second
Can I
floor,
look through
back
the
right.
room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. I wanna like look into the room, like hang my head over the side, and, like look through the window.
Okay, so you see that so you look into the window, and there's now a shade behind the window, sort of blocking your visual.
Bitch. I'm gonna like take like a pebble and like throw it against the window, and I just wanted to see if she like comes to the fucking window. I'm not gonna like be standing there. I'm gonna be hidden. I just want to see if she like opens the window.
So you make a little bit of noise. Nothing happens. You don't even hear like a sound.
I'll do it one more time.
Nothing.
That's. Is the window openable?
You try to like pull the window open a little bit, and it seems to be locked from the inside. That is something you can like fuck with. Like if you want, you can try to like.
Can I take a shot?
You can try to do some rogue shit and try and fuck with it if you like.
I'd like to try and fuck with it.
All right, go for it.
18. Disable device. Try and.
Okay.
Pick the lock.
So
stick like my feather in and like open the latch.
Yeah. So you try to fuck with the lock, and it does not seem to budge.
Dang.
you don't actually break the lock or anything or fuck it up.
Sweet.
You are free to try again if you like.
I will not. Count my
Okay.
blessings. I'll just stay up here on this roof and wait for the lads to come back.
All right, sweet. So back to the lads. Rekka, you head back to the main
Yeah,
settlement fairly
I would.
easily.
Yeah, by the time I would get into the main settlement, I'd probably just pull into, like, off the main road real quick, and I'd use my ability where I can see through Layla's eye, or not Layla, Apple's eyes, so I know where they are.
Alright. So
And then I
do you
immediately
actually
get pissed that they're at the fucking bar.
do you like literally see through her eyes?
Yeah, it makes me go blind, but I can see through her eyes for a
Okay.
minute.
So you have the perspective that Apple's just on like
The
based
doctor's
on the
shoulder.
height. Yeah. So she's on the doctor's shoulder, and and like just from that perspective, you just see like Layla just like patching up someone's arm, and she like squeezes their arm really tight, and then the person like yelps, and she just sort of looks at them and just sort of smacks them in the face, and they just immediately are just like
God.
frozen, and then like she yells something at them, and they just freeze up and they just nod, and then she just like wraps something around their arm really tight. You see them wince, and then they just look at her, and they just give this like pained smile and give a thumbs up.
What the fuck is going on over here?
So, but yeah, you know that they're at the bar doing
I
some weird shit.
Yeah, so I head over.
Cool.
Canabandicus probably would have headed towards the estate, like just wandering around
Oh, so we probably would
Alright.
have passed each other.
after maybe, I don't know. But I'm just saying, after I got my money, I probably would have just started walking towards the estate.
All right. We'll get to you in a second. But yeah, so Rekka, you just go to the bar.
Yep.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Nani?
I was saying, when Rekka got there, I was gonna ask what they found out. Like, do they have any information, like where he keeps any gold, diversions, guard rotations?
Cox back there getting all that information. It seemed like he had a plan of a place where he could keep watch.
You left the bird by himself?
It's fine. We found
Alright,
a place. We got to one of the buildings that we think, or at least I think, may store something useful, but the bird fucked up the lock. So
He fucked it up?
I found an entryway that's about, and I look over at Apple, about her size.
Huh. Well, it's a good thing the fucking lizard can get in.
I can look through her eyes. We've
How
been
about
over
the
this.
estate? Did you make it inside? Do you know the layout?
No, we're waiting till nightfall before we get in.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going
Oh,
to.
I'm sorry. You've been sitting here playing nurse for the past few hours.
Well,
Don't complain to me about how much progress we've made.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scoff at him, and then I'm gonna go to the people I treated and start asking if any of them are related to the servants or the guards, or know
I just
anything
take
about
Apple
caravan
when I
routes.
head
So
back.
when you go to do that, Layla like sort of just stands on her tippy toes and puts an arm like around your neck and just kind of pulls you down. And she goes, "Listen, I wasn't just being lazy. If we ask people around here about this and things go wrong, we kind of look bad, don't we?"
We look bad anyways. We're newcomers in this town, and we're about to rob the richest man. They're gonna figure out it's us. We have to run out of here as soon as it's done.
But I like this. Fine. Ask your questions then.
Also,
I'll
this
help.
is the best way to make sure that he knows it's us and not one of his tenants, so he doesn't take it out on innocent people.
Yo, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, you're kind of fucking smart, dude.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking my lizard and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Apple jumps on my shoulder and I'm like, all right, I'm heading back to help the bird.
Don't get into trouble with the locals. It's a sundown town.
Go fuck yourself. You're just as green as I am.
All right, so
So I'm going to tactfully ask if anyone knows any of the servants.
okay, so so you have like these people like you. So you're just like, they're willing to talk. So people
I'm sure
just
some drinks
generally
won't hurt either.
Yeah, yeah. So there's some people who just most of the people are just literally like 70% of them are just like no idea. I don't go anywhere near that place. I don't know anybody. A couple people say that they know people who are servants there, like personally, either like through family or friends, and that they sort of just kind of the pay is good, so that's why they do it. But they seem to like loathe the actual work, and that a lot of them think Lace is very sort of off-putting.
Okay, but I'm basically not able to glean any information about the estate or the people who work there.
Yeah, outside of like the people who work there generally don't like him, and that he pays them well, you don't really get much. The townspeople wouldn't know anything for them past that for the most part.
Okay. Well, that is unfortunate.
Okay, so Can of Vandicus, are you trying to like be stealthy as you're just walking down there?
No, I'm just walking towards it.
You're just walking? Okay, so as you're walking, you just sort of see this older robed man riding his horse down the road, and he just sees you fucking just walking up the road, and he just kind of stops his horse and he goes, "You new here?"
Yes, just came to town.
Well, town's that way.
Yeah, but it's a really nice house. I wanted to look at it.
Which house?
The big one?
That's my house.
Ah. You have
Why
a
do you
nice
want to look at my house? It is nice, isn't it?
It's lovely.
You know, it's actually far below my means. I
Oh.
plan on ditching this small town sometime eventually, and then I'll have a bigger house.
Who gets that one?
Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
And then he shakes his head like he just like got lost in his fucking self-centered opulence for a second. And then he just goes, "Wait, why are you interested in my house?"
It's beautiful. I like houses.
So you're just going to watch my house?
Well, watching sounds weird. I've just wanted to look at the beautiful architecture. It's a hobby of mine.
All right, roll me something. See if he buys this.
Maybe I have a fucking architecture hobby. What the fuck do you want from me? I don't know. Pick your poison.
What are you rolling, bro?
I don't know. 18 plus or minus something.
Do you have knowledge like engineering or anything?
You just roll a flat. You just rolled an 18.
I have knowledge, local history, geography, planes, and arcana.
Okay, so I'll say you can use your knowledge history.
What else do I have? I mean, I could
bluff.
Diplomacy maybe.
You can use your knowledge history to like sort of complement the sort of how it sort of trumps contemporary architecture, or you could use your fucking diplomacy or whatever, anything really. Just I don't know
Give me knowledge history, sure.
All right, what's the total?
Math is hard. 27.
Okay, so he kind of looks at you and he's surprised that you know the things about like the general like the typical architecture of the area and the little like nuances of the way his spot fucking differs from that, especially since you're so far away. And then he's just like he just kind of like nods to you a bit, and he just goes you seem to be I haven't seen you around here, which means the locals here aren't very fond of me, so you seem like a fresh slate, and you seem to have an eye for this sort of thing. What is your profession?
Vagabond.
I see. So you just wander from place to place just like that?
Well, I don't know why you had to go after my style, but yes.
No offense,
this
merely
is
an
my
observation.
clothing.
Okay. Well, if you are that interested in architecture,
Yo, Can Mannequins is so fucking
Let's
funny.
go.
I do have, and he just sort of looks at the placement of the sun and he goes, I do have somewhere to be, but I can put it off a day. Would you like a tour of my estate?
Oh my god, no.
No, wait, I need this.
No, that's not dope. He's gonna be there.
Wait, what did he say?
He says I had somewhere I needed to be, but I could put it off a day. Would you like a tour of my estate?
You'll get a layout of the place, and then he'll leave tomorrow. Tomorrow we can do the heist. This is perfect, actually.
So what do you say?
What does he
Oh, this is
say?
great.
Well, you didn't hear him because they reacted again. So he says that he has somewhere to be today, but he can put it off a day till tomorrow, and that if you like, he could give you a tour of the estate so you could get a closer look
Oh.
at its architecture.
That would be so lovely.
Okay.
Fuck
He kind of just
you.
like whips his horse back around and just like he doesn't like offer you a ride or anything, but he just slows the horse down so like and then leads you back.
Okay.
Okay,
I would
so
walk
back
along
to
with
the homies in town. What are y'all gonna do? So Rekka, what are you doing? You took Apple.
As soon
The
as I
doctor
got
and Layla
there,
gathered some
and
information.
yeah, as soon as I yelled at them for being here and helping these people, I just took Apple and I left.
Okay.
So I was literally in the bar for like a solid 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, interesting.
I was like, all right, give me
So-
my fucking lizard. I gotta get out.
So, the doc. So, did you guys make a plan as to like if you guys are gonna meet there, or what are you guys doing? Because
No, I mean, Rekka
Nope.
kind of just ran out on us, so we don't
Oh,
have any. And Cannavanicus
fair
never
enough,
showed
I
up,
guess.
so
At that point, I'm
we're kind
I
of
was
scattered
like,
at this point.
I mean, I did tell
Like,
him. I said I'm gonna take the night to like also scout, so and then we would come up with a plan.
But we don't know that.
No, I did.
well,
tell you that.
I think it's mostly because Rekka is worried that he's there by himself. He doesn't want to dilly dally here, arguing with Layla, which is pretty much where any conversation with her goes. So he was just like, all right, I don't have time for this right now.
He's fuck,
Okay.
what the fuck did I do?
Yeah,
So
there's
he-
not much I can do. I'm gonna feed and find rooms for Layla and I.
Okay, so you guys can just get some rooms for the night.
Feed.
Yep.
Cool. Okay,
You a
so back to the
No, like
Back to the
feed
people who-
her,
Oh.
not feed other people.
yeah. So back to the people who matter less.
Wow.
So I mean, you don't run anybody. So I mean, Rekka, you're just walking back to the estate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do the same tactic that we did last time. Of once I get
Okay.
towards like the base of it, I go in an angle that breaks their line of sight and make my way
Okay.
up towards the buildings.
Cool. So Cock, you're just on the roof of this building, and you're just scouting out, you know, doing your rogue thing, and you see Lace on his way back up the road, trotting his horse slowly with Cannavanicus in tow, and they're just walking up the road, and he just sort of walks up to the up the road to the front door of the estate, and then one of the guards goes, one of the guards just goes, he goes, oh, thought you were gone for the day, and then Lace just goes, I have found someone who can take who has a taste for architecture. I figured I'd give him a show of the place. I can put off my appointment until tomorrow. And then the guard just nods. He doesn't give two fucks about this guy's appointments. He just gets paid to be here. So Lace walks up. He takes out this big key ring from his pocket, and he just sort of flips through them. He takes one of the keys, and he opens, like he goes to unlock the front door. This is notable because the guards are guarding the outside, and the door in front was locked. So you don't know if the guards have keys or not, or whatever. But you can logic your way through that. So so he unlocks the front door, and he lets you into the estate. And he just starts walking you around, showing you the
Cock is trying to listen
Like-
for them inside the house and to see if he can like follow them
Yeah.
along, like trace their steps, like as he's on the roof.
Yeah. So he's just sort of like he's like, oh, and this here is a tapestry that I purchased from a merchant from X place, and it actually dates back to whatever fucking time, whatever. He's doing that bullshit for pretty much everything that exists in this place, like the fucking the carvings on the walls. He's got a bunch of like busts of sculptures and stuff. He's got paintings. He's got a lot of cool shit. It all seems like pretty valuable in and of itself. In case that becomes relevant. But he shows you a lot of stuff. He does not take you upstairs though.
Okay.
But he takes you through the entire ground floor. So I will give you a visual
Let's go.
of the ground floor. So I'll bring you over to this map, which is the ground floor. I will reveal to you momentarily.
The ground floor.
Yes, the ground floor.
Ground floor.
This is the whole ground floor area.
Okay.
So this is like the front door where the guards would be.
Yeah.
Ignore the trees; they don't exist. And
Shrubs. Those look like more like
yeah.
shrubs than trees. But...
So this is the layout. All of the art and stuff he's showing you are on the walls in just randomly dotting different rooms. He seems to be very passionate about this. But he takes you into pretty much every single room at least once, and I mean you're aware of the fact that like there's a staircase here, there's a staircase here, there's a staircase here, etc. The map is
Yeah.
accurate.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that you have this visual now.
Okay.
And then the whole like tour of the ground floor, when you add in his fucking talking about all of the fucking bullshit of the art, takes probably about an hour and a half.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah.
All right. Are we off to the second floor now?
And he just says, he looks at you and he goes, no, I keep all of my art and valuables here on the first floor. The second
Okay.
floor is mostly for storage.
Ah. Okay.
It's
okay.
very cluttered. It would be embarrassing to me if you saw it.
Oh, I understand.
You know, I'm trying to move,
Yes, yes.
in the process of moving.
Where's your new estate at?
Well, I have a couple locations that I'm looking
Echolocation.
at that I'm looking at purchasing. There's a recent vacancy in Tal Miraz that's quite nice.
Ooh.
Does that
There's a
interest
cool
you?
dojo there.
No, it's a big old city.
Yeah, it's a very large estate. It's quite nice. The prices are low because well, the recent the people who owned it last perished, unfortunately. But that tends to drive property down.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
I'm
gonna buy the
sure.
fucking Gresh's estate.
Oh no, it's all our fault. We blew the economy. We started the housing crisis.
Well, I'm sure it'll be lovely there. Are you going to come back and forth, or are you just done in this podunk little shithole?
He's like, oh, please, these people are trying their best. No, I have plenty of business to do here, so I'll definitely be here often. Definitely
Oh.
once every 2 months at least.
I would kind of like, I don't know what room we're in. I would kind of make my way to one of the windows and look outside. And,
Okay.
you know.
I'll say that you guys are on the in like say this room, and there's a
Okay,
window
which-
looking sort of out
Which
the
side
east. So
is the shed?
yeah, so you're on that side where like if you look out the window, you see the two sheds.
Okay. Oh my days! I see you have a shed and a bigger shed.
And he
Can I
looks at you
go
and
see those?
and he's just like, oh, there's nothing of importance in there. Just in the larger one, I just keep some hay and extra feed for some of the animals, and then the smaller one is just tools.
Oh,
Cock, you hear that?
a
Sweet.
tool shed.
Hoes and pitchforks and all the like for the workers.
They don't get their own bedroom.
No, they don't.
I was referring to the hose.
he
What,
laughs and he
you wanna
goes,
get the hose?
he goes, no, I do not partake. I am happily married.
Well, okay. To each their own, sir.
Indeed.
This was a lovely, lovely tour. What
Yes,
was
it
your
was. It
name
was-
again?
Oh, forgot you're not from here. My name is Lace Gratondi.
Lace Gritomni.
Gratondi.
I'm not gonna try again, but I'll take your word for it. What is your business? How do you make your fortune?
Well, you see, the populace here are definitely smart enough to hold a tool and work it. I just sort of give them direction and land to
Okay.
work on.
Ah,
Naturally, I take most of the profits. I
well,
handle
you
the
earned it.
distribution. Oh, certainly.
Yes.
They'd be nowhere without me. All of
absolutely.
their all of their qualities of life have increased immensely since I got involved.
Yes, I am quite old, and I've heard that this area was mostly barbarians in the past.
Oh, it was. It was very difficult to sustain any sort of business like this here, but
Indeed.
I am not. I am a I some I refer to I'm something of a progressive. Um, the monster races here are, if you take the time to speak with them, quite well, intelligent in their own way, and you can deal with them cordially. I've I've made plenty of deals with the orcs and the goblins around the area, and well, let's just say that my trade is pretty safe.
Ah,
They
very
get something out of it. I get something out of it.
very smart businessman. I wouldn't be caught dead near one of those greenies.
Oh, I know they smell horrible.
Yo, what
They
the
have
fuck?
they smell horrible. They have a poor handle on language. They typically
I'll
they
teach
typically
you a few
favored
fucking words.
horrible, pitiful professions like a lot of them are thieves and well,
Yes,
you know,
I know they're the worst.
certainly.
I'm just hearing all this and like tearing up.
Dude, my life fucking sucks.
I can't believe he's saying all these mean things about me and my friends.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, though, it's been great. Truly, my wife does not really, and none of the people who work here really take. I actually had a servant knock over one of my vases recently. They aren't careful. They don't understand the value of the things on these walls.
Oh,
How much more value this house has than all of their lives.
yes,
But you
yes,
seem to understand that.
absolutely.
And that's something I can respect. But that being said, it's been a long day. I've been talking on and on for a long time now. So, if you'd like, I can give you a ride back to town, and I'll pay for your stay in the inn.
No, I couldn't. I could never take that from you.
Fine with me. You can pay for your own. Would you still like the ride?
No, I meant like I'll take cash on hand, and then I have an Airbnb in town already, but it'll cover that.
He like
That's-
raises an eyebrow. He goes, "You have a what?"
Oh, I'm a businessman myself, and I've started my own little company. It's quite complicated. You buy houses and then you rent them out. It's like an inn, but more homey.
I see. So it sounds like you don't need anything from me at all.
Well, the price to stay is quite expensive. It's actually 5 silver a night.
That's expensive to you.
Isn't it his own
Yes.
Airbnb?
Yes, but you see, I'm a vagabond and with shitty clothes, remember? So like just like 5 gold would probably do me for the
It's
for my
it's such
stay.
a pittance to him, and he thinks this is so funny that he just gives you 5 gold.
Oh, that's quite lovely. I will be writing about this in my journal. My academic journal, as they
You
say.
do that, vagabond.
If I
Safe
happen-
travels.
If I happen upon you in Talmaraz, I would love to see your new home.
I'll be well if I find it up to standard and I do end up buying it. I'll be sure to look for me. I'll give you another tour. Perhaps we can have a
Lovely,
drink.
Lovely. Absolutely. Only the finest ale from the Dragon's Tooth or whatever the fuck that island's called.
Well, you know, it is Talmaraz. The ale there is much to be desired.
Yes, of course.
Looks pretty good.
Okay, bye.
Anyway, though, safe travels. And then he just
burn down. Bye.
yeah, that would be
What?
inconvenient. And he just sort of
Sorry, it's just what we say.
he just
even
sort of
backgrounds.
he just sort of stretches and cock you hear him talk to one of the servants, and he asks one of the servants to draw him a bath, and she just like goes to do that, and then he just kind of like goes and sits down somewhere. You audibly. All right, so Rekka, you pull up to the estate. and you see Candivandicus walking away from the estate.
I
Back to
don't.
town.
What the fuck? All right. I fucking go back to where we
Do
were
I,
before.
Do I see Rekka?
He's
pull
on
into
top of the
estate?
smaller shed, isn't he?
Yeah, but like you would run into Candivandicus like a solid like 30, 40 feet like down the road.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the
Or
fuck
rather,
are
you don't
doing?
like run into him, but like since you're skulking around the side, but you see him.
Are we
So
still? Are we far enough
you can
away?
make yourself known. Yeah, you guys are far away. Like you can run up to him and be like, "Yo, what the fuck," and then like you'd be out of
Yo,
range.
I yell to Candivandicus. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
He just looks over and sees a goblin. Ah! Don't run me! And then he runs away.
You. Do we all look the same to you?
Sorry,
Alright, so
you startled me.
Well, what were you doing at this guy's place?
I was getting a tour. It's a lovely architecture.
Did you find anything out about his house? Like where he might keep his gold?
No, that'd be a weird question to ask somebody.
Did you make any observations that would help us with what we're trying to do right now?
Yes, he has a lovely Monet in the foyer.
One day. One day.
I mean, I could draw out the layout of the first floor. He wouldn't allow me on the second floor. He said it's quite
Please do it.
cluttered
Yes,
up there.
please do that. You're a wizard. You can make a scroll, right? Take out some parchment.
Well, that's profiling. That's not very nice.
You have called me a slur on multiple occasions.
Well, it's all about perspective, you know. Words only have meaning if you give them meaning.
We are wasting precious time. Please draw the map.
Draws out a map.
All right, so Candivandicus takes out a scroll and like just draws out a rough map of the first floor of the estate.
Can I take that to Cock? We're gonna rendezvous and probably
Where's he at?
back there. He's been skulking around. He probably saw you go in there.
Well, why was he doing that?
Because we're trying to rob this man, and he is
What?
trying to find a way to make that easier for us.
Oh. When did we decide on that?
Were you not here
I was
before?
in my mind palace, as they say.
All right. Well,
But I'm on board. I don't like that guy. He's very rude.
yeah, he seems like it. Layla and the doc are back at the bar. I guess just fucking around. I don't know if you're heading back there, if you wanted to get them. Otherwise, I guess you could come with me. You just gotta.
I'm gonna be honest
be
with you. I
sneaky.
forgot that we were like a group. I was about to just head on out, but
We've been on like multiple,
yeah.
you know, like we've dealt with some stuff on
Well,
multiple
you know,
occasions.
I kind of, I'm old, you see, and so my memory isn't to the best. I don't need you to fucking judge me.
Once again, I understand me judging you might be a little rude. You have called me things that are vile and very dehumanizing.
Well, you see, it's just the way I was raised. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I was raised to hate you little green bastards.
See, so that's the problem right there, is that you shouldn't say that. Might come up in your head, but you shouldn't say that out loud.
Well, that's up for debate. Anyway, you got your map. Go get your cock.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you.
I'll sit right here and wait. Go
They're
team.
definitely not gonna come, so either you should come with me or you should go get them.
Well, why didn't you bring the doctor, Tian?
I'm leaving.
Dr. TM.
I'm leaving. I just start
Yo.
going.
Heads up
I'm
to
looking
it.
at the
This
map
is
on
the
the way.
character that Caleb has plans on having join the main party.
I'm heading to the
This guy's
Dude,
gonna be in
that
the
bar.
same party as fucking Brutus Softail.
All right.
Oh
So
my
where are you going,
God.
Candidanicus?
I'm gonna go to the bar to get them.
Could you imagine this character interacting with Ronan in any way?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So Candidanicus goes to the bar. You ask around a bit for like a doctor and a half orc. People say that like they retired to the restricted
He's
runs at
a
this point.
half orc.
Yeah, she's a half orc.
Wow.
But yeah, so people tell you where they are and like speak pretty highly of them. Except for one particular guy, but he seems reluctant to speak bad about them. But you can tell he's reluctant.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and knock on both their doors. I don't know. I'm assuming they have separate rooms.
Oh, of course, yeah. So well, I mean, the doctor. There's a knock on your door. I don't know if Candidanicus says anything like, "Hello, I'm Candidanicus. You looking outsiders?" I don't know.
I just knock on the door. What am I, a fucking?
You don't say anything. You just knock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So the doctor, how do you react to a knock on your door?
I'm going to answer it, and when I see it's him, I'm going to welcome him warmly because I actually like Animaticus.
I like
Sweet.
you too.
I'm gonna look at him weird because I didn't say it out loud, and I'm like, "Wow, how the fuck did he know?"
Bring it in. He goes to give you a hug.
But when you knock on Layla's door, no one comes to the door.
Okay, I will. It's Canavandicus outside your room knocking.
And then you just hear on the other side, just like, fucking why?
It's heist time.
Wait, right now? I thought I was going to sleep.
Yes. No, it's heist
Fuck.
time right now.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
gonna
she-
chirp in and say like, "No, this is not a good time. We're spread out, and it's
No,
we have no
they're
plan.
waiting on us. It's heist.
They're
time.
what?
That's what we're doing.
okay. So we're gonna scramble our shit together and go with
Yeah,
Canavandicus, since
yeah,
apparently
she said
that's what
it-
we think is going on."
We've all separately made plans without telling anyone else anything.
Yeah, and so Layla, like, you just hear some scrambling behind her door. She comes back out. She has her foul shit on her back, and she has like one fucking like she wears like medium armor, and like she has like boots and shit, like greaves. She has one greave on, and she's kind of just like hopping over to the doctor's room, and she goes, "Doc, do you have an extra vial? Some of my stuff spilled. I need to consolidate it."
I cast scoop. And I scoop up all the liquid.
That cannot be real.
That's absolutely a
Yeah, that is
cantrip
real.
that I have.
That is a real spell.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna prepare the vial, and then we're gonna teamwork it into there.
It's a fucking. It's a
Yeah, wizard
cantrip.
cantrips are fucking weird.
6-inch diameter container of force. Okay. You would have to go into her room to do that, and she like completely doesn't want you to do that. She like puts her arm out.
No,
Like,
no,
you
no.
just
I'm
don't
a
walk.
I'm a professional.
No, you don't go into my room. You don't just walk into a girl's room, you idiot.
What kind of liquids are you spilling? Did you pee yourself?
Doctor, do you have a vial?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the vial and just like take Canavandicus down for a drink.
No, trust
Thank
me.
you.
Trust me. I can help more than you know.
No, come on. Let's
And-
get
and
you a
she
drink.
just slams
You've
the
done well
door.
today.
And
Trust
it
me.
takes her about like 5-10 more minutes to get the rest of her shit together. And then she heads downstairs and meets you guys. And she's like, "All right, let's go fucking rob a guy." And then some people in the bar like look at her like, "Huh?" And she's like, "I said
Oh my god.
drinks on that guy." And then she points to the guy who's fucking like whose arm she was squeezing earlier. And he just looks at her like, "What?" And then she just like fucking frowns at him, and he just like sort of sharpens up. He goes, "Yeah, round on me." And then everyone's like, "Woo!" And then everyone's kind of just really happy about it.
What the
And then she just kind of leans in. She goes, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
All right,
This
let's
session,
go.
I'm getting Coop Bizarre
We're-
Adventures.
We're
vibes
gonna
from
die.
this
We're
session.
gonna die. We're gonna
This,
die.
this is gonna be real bad.
What have you
Alright, so you
done?
guys- So, Cock, back where you are, before Rika finds you, you sort of hear you hear like sort of splashing of liquid and stuff, which you imagine is the drawing of the bath. Roll me a perception check to see if you know like where.
21.
All right, cool. You know the bath is on the second floor.
Sweet.
All right, so the rest of the goon squad is making their way back up. It's I'd say it's like dusk. So Rekka, you I mean,
Do I find
Cock.
Cock?
I mean, he's on the roof, like hidden. Cock, do you make yourself known? Like
do
like have
I
enough-
notice Rekka pulling up?
How hard is Rekka trying to hide?
I'm only hiding enough so that I'm not in line of sight with the guards.
Okay.
I'm not like hardcore stealthing because I expect Cock
Okay.
to be here.
Okay, cool. So you spot him fairly easily. He takes like a route that you would expect him to take.
I
So
see
just
him.
keeping your
and
eye
I kind of
spot
like
him.
stand up on the roof and I like wave him off. I'm like, go away.
I'm staying behind at the big building. Is where I'd want to be at. But when I
big shed,
see
TM.
Cock making that face, I would just wave the map in the air really quick that he drew, and I'm just like, we got a map.
I throw up
The
like
inside.
a wait sign, like I kind of throw my hand up, like like when they like fucking crossing guards are like stop, whatever, like that, and then I'm like wait, and then I look for an opportunity to like climb down from the roof and make my way over to Rekka.
All right. So you do that.
Okay, do that. And I go, what?
You saw Canavanticus go in there, right?
So you saw him? Yes. Came,
Yeah, I ran back. Okay, shh. Gotta calm down.
Okay, wait, one at a time. All right, I'll go first. So.
Go ahead.
I was sitting here, and then I saw a good opportunity to get on the roof of this big one right here. I got on the roof of this big one, and then Joe Schmo Spancy McPanty came home. Then all of a sudden I took the opportunity. I stuck onto the roof. I think he beat the shit out of someone. I think his girlfriend or his wife or something. I don't know. No one's got in there. I've tried to all day. I heard him talk to the guards. Told him no one go in there. And he said I have stuff to do today. I thought, oh, awesome, cool. So I was gonna be quick about it. I was gonna try and sneak into the room. You know, I couldn't get in. Didn't want to test my luck. Said maybe come back later. He said he was gonna be gone. So we had time. But then here comes Canavanticus back with him. I'm like, what? How? Huh? What? So I just sat in the roof and listened to them, and he called me a mean name, and he called you a mean name, and I was like, what is going on? So
Yeah, he's a racist motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Anyway, so important things. I heard everything inside of this building from his lips is hay and feed and stuff for the animals and shit, and this is tools. But tomorrow he said he was supposed to go out today, and tonight would have been a good time to do this heist, but now he's here. But he said tomorrow he was gonna do what he had to do. So I think tomorrow's a good day to do the heist once he leaves. What do you got?
Well, I have a map of the inside with Well, Canavanticus drew this map. And I may have just told him to go get the guys that we were doing the heist tonight. I didn't know about this recent development that he'd be coming back. So this is fucked.
Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Tonight, not a good night. He's in there, he's taking a bath right now. Say we double back, stop the boys and our friends and everybody from getting up here, and tell them, listen, to have a good night's sleep, do all that fun stuff, and we'll stay here for the night, do some more scouting. Tomorrow, when this guy leaves, we'll do our little heisty.
Yeah, all right. They're gonna talk so much shit to me. I don't want to deal with it. But all right, let's go.
So you guys double back, and it's like
on the
you
the
just-
way, I would be like, hey guys, we need like code words first off, okay? Fucking whatever your name is, orc bitch.
That's the smartest thing. Whoa, relax. But that's a smart idea.
That, and then also we need to be real sneaky because he's still in there. I don't know why Rekka decided on tonight for the heist because he is still home.
No, I trust him. Rekka's resourceful. He probably had a plan.
Fuck me, dude. Fuck off.
The little green ones always have plans. I've worked with them a lot. Believe it or not, in the Orcs Without Banners, they were often the brains behind the operations.
Are you?
But yeah, code names is good. My code name, will be
Half green.
no, that's too on the money. They'll know.
Orc face.
No,
I don't-
Andre.
Andre?
Yes.
Okay, I like it.
What about you, Doc?
I'll be the doctor.
Yeah, okay. So you'll be the doctor.
This is just gonna get really confusing.
No. It's Andre the doctor. What's your name?
I already have an alias. None of you know my real name.
Well, you need another one. We just introduced you to an entire bar of people as the doctor.
Yes, that'd be
That's the
stupid.
point of an alias.
No, because they're gonna know if you're sleeping inside. They're like the doctor's sleeping there. They come in and they clap your cheeks.
Fine.
What the fuck?
I'll be Andre. And she points to Canavan because she goes, "You'll be the doctor." And then she points to the doctor. She goes, "And you'll be the doctor." Good, cool. Let's move.
All right.
I fucking hate this so much.
We're a gaggle of idiots.
We somehow share a brain and nobody's holding it right now.
So you
Oh
guys,
my god.
so you guys make
so
it further up.
fucking stupid.
Are we going through with the heist tonight? Is that what's
Okay,
happening?
okay, all right. So you guys make your way up, like sort of further up toward the estate. You know, trying to be stealthy and quiet under the cover of darkness. And Cock and Rekka, you guys like sort of loop back to like sort of intercept them, and you see them sort of making their way up, and you sort of run down the hill, sort of like intercept them, and be like, "All right, yo guys, what's up?" So what do you say?
Yeah, so I didn't know about the recent development that he was home
A leprechaun sleeps at
until
midnight.
what just happened right now. So I didn't mean for. We're gonna wait till tomorrow because apparently he's leaving tomorrow instead of today. And the only reason he came back is because he ran into our old man friend here.
Are you fucking serious?
Are you kidding me? We sent you to do reconnaissance and you told us we were doing the heist tonight, and now he's here and Canavanicus did your job for you?
Canavanicus brought him back here.
I
And
would
got
have
us
done
a
my
map.
job, and all of a sudden the old man came back. I mean, he got a map, so that's pretty cool. So I didn't have to do any job.
Listen.
Oh, listen, we get a good night's sleep tonight. We do the heist tomorrow.
Listen,
that-
We
all-
would
all
have
I'm
gotten a good
saying-
night's sleep. We were already
sleep is
getting
already
ready for
ruined.
it.
I didn't. That wasn't my call. Listen, I didn't do that. I was just doing
Listen.
reconnaissance.
I made 25 gold and got a map of the ground floor today. What did you do, sir?
Doctor, no one cares. Quiet. Now, listen.
Yeah, shut up, doctor. Anyway,
I lost a lot tonight. I brought some potions that aren't going to be good in the morning. I don't have a whole lot more goblin teeth to make more. I gulped down a great cup of tea in a rush to hastily leave my room and to come here to do this. We're doing this tonight.
He's home. Why would we do it tonight? Tomorrow's perfect.
I don't care if he's home. It's a big building. Do we know where he keeps his money?
No, I didn't get to
Do we know
that
where
part
he
yet.
doesn't keep his money?
Yes,
Well, where doesn't he keep it?
the tool shed and probably the hay barrel
bigger,
barn.
the bigger shed.
Where did we not see a door or anything
Canavanicus,
like
you
that?
only drew the bottom floor. He didn't let you go to the top, right?
Well, it's kind of hard to draw in fucking 3D.
Did you
I'm
see?
asking you.
Clock, what did you see on the second floor?
Well, in the northeast room, pretty sure he beat the fuck out of his wife, and
Whatever. That happens.
she's
It's a cruel
knocked
fucking
out,
world.
locked
Tough
in
love.
there, but I don't know if he's in there with her now. Got a couple of views of the second floor peeking on from the roof. Lots of points of entry.
She like
easy
snaps her
to find.
fingers like, "Come on, quicker. Did you see anything that mattered? I don't need every fucking detail."
I'm telling you all the stuff that matters. I didn't get to see much because Commander Andicus came back with the guy. I didn't get to do my
Alright.
job.
Fucking nothing then. Can
I got
a
this.
terrible
I
idea.
got this. Listen to
Doctor.
me.
Did you see anything on the first floor?
I'm the recon specialist here. Okay.
Did you see anything on the first floor regarding
got-
gold?
He has a bunch of like cool art. That's probably
Cool
worth
art,
money.
whatever. I'm not smart enough to sell art on the secondary market. I don't think you are either. We need gold.
Oh wow. Okay, Orcface. Let's calm down with our
Did you see any
accusations.
gold?
No.
Yes
I
or
mean,
no?
Yes, I did. He gave me 5 gold for my Airbnb.
In gold, in large amounts, stored anywhere.
Probably on the second floor. I didn't get up there. He was like,
Okay,
it's cluttered.
good. Then we know where to look.
Well, yeah, no shit. We were all at that point. You didn't have to point it out.
All right, then we're all in agreement. Then
No.
we're going to heist the second floor. It doesn't matter if he's home. He's an old man.
Old.
What about the
Commander
guards?
Gannicus is old man. He got wizard powers.
Will we get
I
past
can
the guards?
probably. There's only 2 out front. I can. We
Yeah,
can
look,
probably
it's
take them
fucking
out
dark.
pretty easy.
Can I make a suggestion?
What?
I can make it look like his shed's on fire.
Sure, fine. Do that.
That'll probably distract 1 or 7.
That'll probably
mean,
distract most of them. Nothing ever
I could-
fucking happens here.
I could just actually light their shit on fire.
Well, I thought we were about, don't get rid of the food because people will need
But
to eat.
that food's not for the
Higher-
people. It's
higher
for him.
morality.
For his animals.
I was talking about that in the sense of burning down fields.
Rekka,
What the field get pit and put in the shed? Where do you think they put the food from the shed or from the
Rekka.
field?
go burn the shed.
Yeah, all right.
Be a lot cooler if it looked like it was burning, but it wasn't.
All right, hold on.
I actually agree with Canavandicus. If he puts a diversion up at the shed, Rekka can take care of the guards with cock.
I mean,
how
we
can-
could sneak in through that back window. I think it'd probably be better.
It's
just-
the doctor.
If we can
How-
we can use the commotion of people being distracted by the barn, and then we can break in through that back window where the girl was beat to shit out of, presumably.
Wasn't that on the second floor?
And also, presumably, that window would be locked because otherwise she would, jump out of it.
and
I mean,
presumably
also, if we
could break
wanted
the
to get
window.
in there, but if we also wanted to go through the guards, Apple's breath weapon may be able to hit both of them, and then Cock, if you and I were able to do to hit them after that, we'd probably take them out.
Well, my point being, a window's a lot easier to break than bones.
All right.
Are we lighting the shed on fire, or are we making it look like it's on fire?
Rekka, light it.
You got.
Sweet.
So that's the plan. So
am
this
I
is no longer
supposed to
heist.
do
This is
then?
this is a raid. So me and
Yeah, it's a fucking raid,
all right,
dude.
all right, cool. So me and Rekka will go in through the back window after the place is on fire. You guys go through the front. That sound good?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make it look like the field's burning then.
Okay, that's not bad. I give it
That's
that.
pretty good. All right, let's go. let's
Fucking
go,
Damn
team.
it, I hate everything so fucking
This
much.
sucks. God damn it,
All right,
Layla, just
so-
wait a
So
day.
Canavandicus is gonna make it look like the
Y'all's
field's
got
burning.
work tomorrow.
Canavandicus is gonna make it look like the field's burning. Rekka's gonna set the fucking shed on fire. For real.
Set the tool shed on fire, not the hay shed.
He's gonna set the tool shed on fire.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Real. So yeah.
All right.
Fucking
And then I'm
Rekka.
gonna run with.
Can
Can
of
I
Andicus.
recommend?
All right,
Can I
I'm
recommend
gonna get
you
in
look
position
inside?
on top of the roof by the back right window.
All right, and
Listen.
let me
Listen for any
Rekka.
more beatings.
I'm gonna hide this
What?
again, and I'm gonna populate it.
Can you make sure there's no living things in the shed before you burn the fucking thing?
We were around it. It doesn't seem like there was anything alive in there. It's not big enough. He said what was in there. It's tools and some hay.
Well, it's
Let's
a
just
shed.
confirm and try to stick with non-lethal attacks.
What if there's a dog in there?
Jesus.
Why would there
Jesus.
be a dog in the shed that hasn't made any noise the entire time?
Sleeping?
J- If there's a dog in there, then I'm sorry.
Wow.
Damn.
Typical goblin behavior.
Complete disregard for life.
Yeah, come on,
Layla
let's go
just
murder
say
some
that?
guards.
Yeah.
Layla, the one that just turned our heist into a raid. What?
All right,
Dude,
so
Rekka just doesn't even respond. He just looks so sad. He just hates him. He just hates his life. Like, it
So
sucks.
it is dark. So Rekka and Kane of Anarchus, I imagine you take that like roundabout route that keeps you out of the sight of the guards.
Yep.
So
I
you
will
don't have to make
as
stealth checks
well,
on that.
because I'm gonna go on back onto my roof spot.
Okay, sweet. You do that. And you guys, Rekka lights the what you call?
I'm gonna light the tool shed on fire.
Okay, so the smaller one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that from a
Okay.
range because I have an incendiary bolt.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do
Because
that.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try and go
No,
up
not
through
yet.
the window
We'll do it
like
tomorrow morning.
Kaka's
Yeah.
doing.
Okay, and you do it in like the stealthy like Minecraft way, where like you light the
Good.
small part in the back, so like you can maneuver around before the fire's noticed.
Yeah.
So D10 on sticking with the group, D10 on regrouping with Mr. Katak. What's your plan after you like?
Well,
I
because
thought I wanted you to come help me with that rear window.
I know.
All right,
So you're
there you
going.
go.
You're on top of the other shed right now,
No,
right?
I'm on top of the roof of like the estate.
Okay,
Oh, so then I'll get up there too. I'm gonna use my animal aspect monkey, so I get +4 climb bonus.
Alright, roll that shit.
Do you want me to roll
Sick.
again? I kind of know the way up.
Yeah, you roll again too.
No. No.
Let's see. What did I get? 24 climb.
All right, you get up. Cock is struggling. You see him struggling. You can try again.
Can
Cock.
can I help him? With...
Yeah.
16.
All right, you get it the second time.
Okay.
Like you see him, he's climbing up. He's like, fuck it, and then he climbs back up. So you
fucking
guys meet on
loser.
the roof, and then sort of. And Kane of Anarchus, what the fuck are you casting to make it look like this shit
Oh,
is on
I'm
fire?
lighting it on fire.
You're lighting it on fire. The
You're
field.
such a fucking asshole, dude. You're
I
such
thought
a
he was
dick.
gonna do some illusion magic. Yo. All right, yeah. So you do that. So you light the field on fire. Sweet.
You're such a dickhead.
So what do you do after you light the field on fire?
I'm gonna cast minor image. Originally I was gonna cast minor image to make it look like I'm on fire, but I'm gonna cast minor image and make it look like what's his fuck, the Lord guy is on fire rolling around.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm
what's the
gonna
DC to save against that? To disbelieve it?
let me see here.
Should just be whatever your DC is for that spell, plus whatever other bonuses you have to it.
Yeah, fucking minor image.
You suck, Caleb.
This is so fucking
Give
funny.
me your last fucking playing card.
You're such an asshole.
Where'd I see the fucking DC? Saving will disbelief if interacted with spell.
Okay.
What would that be?
I
It's just
imagine
whatever
it'd
you
be your
say.
spell save DC.
What level spell is it?
It's level 1.
All right, so 10 plus 1 plus your int mods, which is so it's a DC 17. Okay, so in case anyone
16?
interacts with it specifically,
That's
they have
16.
to
16.
what?
16.
Oh,
Plus
sure, yeah, there you go, math. So it's 16, and then yeah. So in case anyone interacts with it, that happens. So the guards in the front first notice the and like Layla and the doctor, you guys are just sort of like off to the side, just like watching the front. And the guards in the front see that the shed's on fire, and they're like, "Oh fuck, the shed's on fire!" And they run over there like, "Holy shit!" And then they look to the left and like, "Holy shit, the field's on fire!" and they like scream, and they're like, "The field's on fire! Everybody get the fuck out here!" Like they're calling for guards, and the guards. Like you see 4 other dudes like in sort of like different like sort of light to medium armor run outside with like different weapons, and they're like, "Holy shit, what the fuck are we supposed to do?" And they're like, "I don't fucking know. I think there's a bucket somewhere. I don't know. We gotta try and stop this shit." And they're like, "Okay," and they all run into the field, and they're like trying to stop this fire that they
And
see.
on that, I'm gonna try and first. I want to try and disable this thing again. Get in.
Okay,
Give me a
first
little
let me have.
guidance.
I'll give you guidance.
Okay.
Oh man.
Nice.
All right, so the guards, when they see the burning, the image, are able to disbelieve that, but the idea that this is even happening is still so confusing to them that it almost doesn't matter. So 19.
20.
Oh, it's a 20.
Yeah, because I give him guidance.
Okay, the guidance is has you succeed. So you
Slipping
you managed.
through the back window.
Oh, okay, wait. So just double checking here. Is this the back window, or is this the window to the that you saw with the girl?
Yeah, the window where I thought I heard her commotion. Shit.
Yeah, and there was the sheet.
Yeah, the sheet. Yeah.
Okay. So this matters. Okay, so I'm gonna pull you to
Are we supposed to be
a
able to see the map, by the way?
no, not yet. So
Okay.
for the sake of continuity, since like I have two maps, one's the upper floor and one's the lower floor, but since you guys are in different spots right now, I'm gonna keep it theater of the mind for now before I put you on it.
Sure.
So so you're doing that. You open the window, you go in. Rekka, are you following him?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Layla and the doctor, you see the guards out front just fucking dip.
Yep. I'm going to first. I'm going to hand her the I made a potion of invisibility.
Okay,
Oh,
she's
yeah, I
gonna
have
take
one
that.
of
And
those
she's
too.
gonna
Yeah, I'm going to give that to her and say like, look, this is getting insane. If things go bad, take this and get out.
and she looks at you. And she goes, but what if you need it?
I'll take care of myself. You need to make sure you get out. And then
No,
I'm just
that's
gonna
fucking bullshit.
stride forward without arguing with her and be like, "Come on, we're servants rushing to help the fire," and we're just gonna like quickly walk into the house.
Fuck. And then she looks like she really wanted to argue with you, but you just walk away. So she hustles after you. She's got her. She chugs her mutagen, and then she runs in, and you guys immediately see some servants, like who are just sort of standing there, and they look confused. And Layla just fucking looks at them, and she goes, "We're here to save your fucking lives. Get the fuck out!" And then like they just look at her, and she just like they just freeze, and she goes, "Leave!" And they just like sort of go, okay, and they just sort of hold their hands together and walk out the front door. And anytime you guys run into servants, she just kind of like tells them to fuck off, and they just do.
Oh, nice.
All right, cool. Do we have the map, by the way? Probably should have
Yes.
started with that. Okay, cool.
So
We're gonna get to
now
the
I'm gonna
nearest
start putting you guys on the
staircase.
map.
I think there is one in the back right room.
Yeah. So I'll start putting you guys on the map now. So any servants you run into are just being told to fuck off, and she has a high intimidate, and they don't really care about this job, so they're just fucking leaving.
I'm gonna tell them to steal what they can on the way out.
They do not do that. They are a little nervous. All right, cool. So let me just. I was gonna populate this, but no, there's no one to populate it with. Spot's just kind of vacant now because you guys went loud. So did I get a token for her? I don't think I did. I don't think I got Layla a token. All right, doesn't matter. The doctor. Ha, there you are. So, the doctor and Layla. I'm going to just type in.
Oh, that's the front door.
Yeah, the front door is on the bottom.
Shit.
So I'm gonna get let me just this, I guess. Sure.
Cool. And assuming there's no one there, I'm just gonna like immediately go to that staircase.
Yeah. So you go to the staircase and you go up the stairs. Layla goes with you. I will find her token in a second, but that's the time we're spending on this map. Now we're going on the other one. So, ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Now this one, I'll actually need to do this, this, do this, and we'll do that. All right, let me drag these tokens out one moment. Let me just get a generic one of these. Sure, works. Use this one. All right, so when you guys saw the second floor map, this one. So, Le Doctor and Layla, you guys sort of come up the stairs, and you end up here. You guys are here. This is like when you come up the stairs. So as for Cock and Balls, I'll put you guys here.
What the fuck?
Wait, can I go like the room?
That's
why am I
Rekka's
getting
code
fucked
name.
Today.
No, yeah. So you guys are in the room. I'm about
Oh.
to reveal it to you. It's just like dark. So you guys sort of
Rekka's
hop in the
code name
window
is
here.
actually cock, and cock is balls.
All right, so you guys see in this
Apple's
room.
taint.
Yeah, right. So you see this girl, like, so you open the room, like you break through this this sort of this sheet, like this the curtain, and you enter the room, and you see this young woman. She doesn't look like she looks like she's like in her like early 20s, and she is just like on like, and it's just a room that's like, it's not empty, but like furniture is sort of pushed to the walls, and it's sort of like an empty room, and
Like-
there is like all sorts of like blood sort of like painted in like a sort of ritualistic way
Oh,
on the ground,
fucked
and
blood.
Great.
this girl is lying in the center of it, and her wrists and her feet are bound and nailed to the floor,
Oh. Oh.
and she looks very very bad.
She
Oh,
dead?
fuck.
No, she's not dead.
How do I get?
Strangely enough, she's not even bleeding.
Oh boy.
There's blood on the floor, but she doesn't look like she's actively bleeding.
Not asleep. Is she
No,
unconscious?
no, she's not asleep. She looks like she's just in a passive state of like, she looks like she's floating between consciousness and unconsciousness. And she just sort of like, you just see her like chest going up and down very slightly as if she's breathing, and she just like sort of twitches every once in a while.
Can I try and take the nails out? That looks painful. I want to try and free her. Or
Rekka, do you have any opinions about him trying to do that?
I agree.
Well, at least try to unbind her first. You said nailed and.
She was the one that was screaming. I feel like if she starts freaking the fuck out again.
All right, cool. So, back to the doctor and Layla real quick. So you guys are here, and there's like sort of like a steam sort of rolling out from the
Wait, actually, can I make a
this room.
fucking knowledge arcana check? Some sort of check to be like, what the fuck is this fucking ritual happening?
Sure,
right now?
you can roll Arcana.
I also have, I have everything but nobility, planes, and religion. So would Arcana work?
Arcana works.
21. Nice roll.
All right, so you know that the bloody circle she's in is some sort of like binding circle, meant to bind like things that are not human. As for why it's here, you are unsure. There's more you could get with other knowledges, but you don't have them.
Would it be?
Do you say that, Cock?
Yeah, I'd be like, wait. I go to unbind her, and then before I do it, it kind of like clicks. I'm like, wait a second. This is. I just kind of relay information. Like this is.
Can I
this is
do-
here to hold something.
Can I do some kind of check to see if she's human?
Yeah, sure. Heal, I guess. How it works.
Sure. What I get? Heal. Oh, 26.
Okay. She looks pretty human to you. And Layla and the doctor, based on just like the way this door looks, you get the vibe that someone's taking a bath in there.
I swing. the door,
Yeah,
right?
we know the window that Cock and Rekka went into, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, I told
All right,
you.
then I think we're gonna try to get to that room. Then
Okay. All right.
we're gonna
So-
sneak our way over.
All right. So you guys make your way that way. As you guys are doing that, Rekka and Cock, what are you guys doing?
I'm actually the fact that like I know what this is now. I'd actually go to the door to see if I could find the doctor.
Okay. So
You meet at the door.
you go to the door. Can you move your token?
Yep.
Yeah, you do have control of it. Okay, cool. So you guys sort of like meet here, and you see when you guys both get to here that down this hallway is a door that's like right here, and this door is like metal.
Ah, perfect. So I'm gonna say Cock.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll be like, hey, I think we found the vault. Let's go.
I'll look at you and I go, yeah, we'll come back here later. And I look at Rekka, I'm just like, just stay here. I don't know. I want to get the money first before we start fucking around with this demon shit. Before we start fucking around with the occult.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop and be like, what do you mean? What's in that room?
No, I didn't say that out loud. I'm saying that. I'm like, Rekka, quick, just stay here, keep watch.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't want to like bring attention to this room because I know our priority right now. For the factor, I know what it is, and I know our priority is to get the money, and I don't want to fuck up us getting the money first. I want to get the money first, and then we'll deal with this shit.
All right, fine by me. Let's go to the door.
Yeah, I'll try and.
All right.
Is the door locked?
So from a distance, you see that the door is made of metal. It looks like just the pure fact that the door is metal, you would imagine that it's locked. As you get closer to it, roll me perception, both of you. I'll have Layla roll it too.
Is this has to do with traps? I get pluses to that.
You do. It does have to do with potentially seeing traps.
Okay, so then I had that is not 15. That is.
All right, Layla, that one.
Huh.
The doctor rolled a
Stupid
16.
idiot.
What did you roll, Cock?
I think this is gonna be 20, but let me add this up.
And then tell me like what order you guys are walking in.
Probably Cock first, since he's the one who knows how to pick locks.
Fair enough. So I'll say
And-
it's Cock in front and you two next to each other behind that.
Yep, and we're kind of keeping watch, I guess.
Yeah, so that would be a 18.
Okay, an 18.
Half my level to perceptions against traps.
Okay. So you guys sort of like move down to
there it
like
is,
this
and
way.
Disable device skill checks. Damn it! I knew I had shit for that.
Oh, that's really funny because you failed that shit earlier, like by like a very small amount.
Yeah.
But you would have just succeeded and seen this earlier. But it is what it is. So as you're making your way down, you make me a reflex save.
Me?
Yeah, as you get closer to the door.
Reflex. No flex. No flex. They know better.
Okay, so you see that as you get closer to the door, that sort of there's like these sort of strips of like light that appear underneath your feet, and like you're like running to the door, and you sort of notice them, and you like sort of like trip and maneuver in a way where you don't step on them. But there's just these strips of light underneath the door, in front of the door, that just glow when you get near them, and you just walk in between them and nothing happens. But they're glowing and suspicious. You can roll knowledge arcana if you want to identify what this is. The doctor can too. You can see them if you have it.
I can see them now. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
the cock
would
doesn't know what the
probably
fuck is going on here.
Ugh.
All right. So the doctor, you look at these traps and you get the idea that if you step on them, they're gonna hurt you a lot.
Fun. Is there another door? Is that it?
Looks like that's it.
Can I try and disable, or can I try and open said
Oh
door?
yeah, and at this point you see that the door is fucking locked, like a big old fucking lock on it.
Can I try and pick a lock?
Yeah. So you're gonna have to like maneuver. You already made the reflex save, so you maneuver over the trap or whatever, and in between it, you don't have the ability to disarm magical traps yet. I don't think.
I do. With that
oh, you
skill
do?
I get to.
Okay. All right. So the doctor can sort of explain to you, like that sort of at the base of the floor on each side of the room, there's sort of like this, sort of like little like, just like little like tuft of silver, like sort of dust, just sort of on each side of the room, and that if you fuck with the silver dust in a specific way, you can deactivate it.
Is it hard?
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard. It looks like it's gonna be hard. So like, it might be like if you can just maneuver around it.
Yeah. Let's just maneuver around it. Let's not take the risk.
It might be a better idea.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
But if you could disable it, I mean, you imagine if you have to take things out of this room, the trap not being there might be helpful.
Yeah, that's gonna be the big thing.
One step at a time here. We'll disable the.
All right, go for it. All right, so you are able to move through this area, being very careful. And you get up to the lock, and you can roll a disable device for me.
Okay, so this is gonna be whatever it is +2. What the fuck did I just do?
All right, that is not it. You click trap finding.
Oops.
Huh.
Well, that's the ability that lets me do that.
All right, yeah, good for you. Roll disable device for me.
23.
All right, and you said that's 23. Okay, nice. So you successfully picked the lock on this door.
Huzzah!
Door's still closed though. All right, back to Rekka before you open
I
it.
should just note that I'm having Apple watch at the door,
Apple
kind of
Watch.
just for everyone's kind of for everyone's safety in terms of like if she sees something, she can alert me as well as the people that are down this
Okay.
hallway.
All right. Do you do anything in the room? Do you touch anything or do anything?
I want to see if I can. I don't want to remove the bindings, but I want to see if there's any way that I can do some kind of heal check to patch her up without taking everything off of her.
Side note, right before you do that, as I unlock the door, I want to look back at Layla and I go, well, he was taking a bath. Sounds like someone's taking a bath. Do you want to bar that door shut?
Oh fuck, he's in there?
Yeah, probably. Just realized that.
Fuck yeah. Is there anything around here I can bar it with?
I don't know, but
I'll grab a chair or some shit.
Try not to make a lot of noise. I don't think he knows we're
Yeah.
here yet.
Yeah, sure, for real. And then she just looks back and she grabs the chair and then she just like she runs over to the door. Oops, I grabbed both of you. She runs over to the door and she like leans the chair up against the door, like against the knob. So you imagine that if he wants to like get out, it's gonna take a little bit of effort,
All right, sweet.
and you guys will know.
Sweet.
At the very
Anyway,
least.
sorry about that, Alex. I just thought of that. as you
That
were
was a
saying
very
it.
good
No,
idea.
That's a
I'm
good
glad
call.
you did that. All right, so Rekka, well, so you wanted to. How are you doing this? Are you gonna touch her?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to try to heal her with? Like, so you're using a heal check. You want so you see that, like, outside of the fact that her, so that she seems to be like floating in between consciousness and like sort of like asphyxiating a bit, like perpetually. And her hands and feet are sort of nailed to the floor, and her arms and legs are just like sort of out, like a like a cross, sort of. Well, not like a cross, but like an X. Like her arms, they're out diagonally from each part of her
Right.
body. Like as if she was
Can
getting
I-
like drawn and quartered. And she's just sort of like nailed to the floor. So outside of that, like you don't really see any other injuries. Like it's not like she has cuts on her body or anything.
Right. It's just can I use the cantrip virtue and give her one temporary hit point to see if that will like bring her out of her unconsciousness?
Yes. Let me read the virtue cantrip. Pathfinder virtue. Give a creature science life. I mean, one temporary hit point. Can temporary HP? Yeah, it can bring it out of conscious. Okay, so you
It only
do
lasts
that. You
a minute, so it's temporary.
Okay.
But
So you give her the temporary HP, and you see that
Mhm.
like she sort of seems to jolt out of like her in between consciousness and become conscious for a moment, and she just fucking like screams, like she wails like super loud, like for like a solid like 6 or 7 seconds, and
Yeah, of
then
course she
you
does.
just see like she sort of twitches in a way that like pulls on the nails, and these are like big nails, like, and she kind of just pulls on her own wrist, and then like she's just in so much pain, and then she kind of just knocks herself back out, and now she seems to be bleeding out, like her right hand is just bleeding out on the floor.
Can I do a heal check to see if I can patch that up with just some wrappings and things
Sure.
that I have?
I will say that guys in the hallway, you sort of hear like from the room that that Lace is in taking his bath, you just sort of hear like, "What's going on out there?" Hello?
Great.
And then he's just kind of like he kind of try to figure out what the fuck's going on.
I rolled
so
a
he seems
21 on
kind
the
of
heal
confused.
check.
All right, on the heal check, and and you're trying to patch up her wrist.
Yeah, the wounds that just opened. See if I can't like patch those up a little
Okay.
bit.
So you sort of like patch up her wrist, nail still in it, but you manage to stifle the bleeding.
Yeah, all right.
Except now, like I said, instead of floating between consciousness and unconsciousness, she seems like she's just out cold.
Okay.
Do I hear the scream?
Yes, yeah, it's very loud. Like echoes
Okay,
through the
so
house.
I'm probably gonna go in there because I heard that and Rekka's in there.
Yeah, okay. So you go in that room and you see, like I said, just girls on the floor. Her hands and feet are nailed to the floor, and there's like a sort of like a ritualistic like blood circle thing sort of painted where she's nailed down.
We're like, oh, what did you do to her, Rekka?
He looks at you so defeated, just like no.
I'm just
We
gonna
found
show
her
him
like
aside and be like, we
this.
said we weren't gonna hurt anybody, and just
I
start,
didn't
like,
do that. How would I do that? Cock
All right,
said
yeah, I'm
that
doing a heal check on her. See what I can do.
I
Alright.
rolled the exact same number for that heal check, you motherfucker. I already looked at
really?
her. Yes,
Alright.
I rolled a 26.
All right, so again, doctor, you look at her, and you get pretty much the same thing, where like she seems like she's unconscious, she's not bleeding out or anything like that, but and it is strange to you that she has nails in her hands and feet, and she's not like bleeding out.
Cock
You can
looked
roll.
at the.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna tell him about the magic circle.
Yeah, and then he gives you, Rekka gives you the information. Go for it.
Oh, for a knowledge arcana?
No, I'm saying like Rekka you can say what you were gonna say.
Cock said that this blood stuff is for containing powerful beings, but I already looked her over. She's human, so I don't know what is being contained, but I didn't want to remove anything. But she was in this strange state. I was trying to see if waking her up we could get some kind of information, or that she wouldn't just break out into a screaming fit like that, but it turns out her being awake is what causes it. So, fuck me.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna look at Rick and be like, all right, I'd love to help her too, but we've already released enough ancient evil onto the world, so money first, answers later. Let's go.
Yeah, that's true. I was asleep for all of that, but that's true. I heard Apple had one hell of an adventure.
Fucking meant that, my man.
All right,
All
so
right,
back
so you guys get in?
I'm air high-fiving the doctor
Alright,
from across.
so
the
back to
hall.
Cock real quick. Cock is towing over this fucking trap, and you pick the lock to this big door, and you can open it.
Yeah, assuming there's no traps on
Alright.
it, I can check. Can I check
Yeah,
the door?
it just seems like the trap was the shit in front of it.
Alright, cool.
And you push the door, and the door opens, and you see that it is there's a fucking, I don't know, wait, hold up, can I get tokens for this? I don't know. I'm gonna just reveal the room. The room's got a bunch of chests and shit in it. It's loot and shit. It's treasure, you found it. It's the room, it's the vault shit.
Yeah.
We found the money.
Alright, so yeah, so this room is, where is, there we go, wait, that's a premium asset. I don't got that one. I got it. Wait,
I got it.
there you go. Hey, it's fucking, it's a bunch of gold and shit. It's like a bunch of gold and shit. It's got like chests and shit. It's a bunch of loot, more than you can carry. There's like weapons on the wall that you think are like probably magic. There's like bottles of fucking expensive alcohol, gold, fucking scrolls and shit, rings. It's like looks like a fucking human-sized dragon horde in this.
It's a good thing we planned and brought all those bags.
Yeah. So. But so yeah, so you guys do that. So you Rekka and the
What am I
doctor, you guys
doing?
just leaving?
I
don't know.
suppose-
That's a good
when
question.
I hear that
Burn
they
the
got into
field.
so when I heard that they got into the vault, I assumed that I'm not gonna be any help carrying a bunch of shit. I'm the smallest member of the party, so I'm posted up in this doorway, pointed at where the guy would come out of if he's able to get through the chair, and I have loaded up a bolt with drow poison that knocks people unconscious.
Oh,
if
okay.
he fails
Interesting.
a fortitude
Nice.
save.
All right.
It's my only it's my only one, but
All right. Oh, you keep that
I'm
watch.
posted up. Yeah.
Okay. So. What are you doing? Wait, before that, Candymanicus. So you light the shit on fire. You hear this like wail from inside the building. What are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna go inside, and there's nobody in the ground floor.
Yeah, there's nobody. Everybody's just waiting outside, looking at the fucking at the field burn, and they're just like
Okay.
it's like a spectacle, but they're not really paying attention.
I cast. There's a spell called Floating Disc.
Oh, I don't think that can
Okay.
hold a person.
Oh, what? No, I'm stealing all of the art,
Oh, okay, all right.
and
So
I'm putting it on this floating disc.
yeah, okay, yeah, that it can do. So you're just
Arrange it
snatching the
like
art off the walls,
Yeah,
and you're just
it
stacking it on
follows
the floating
behind
disc.
me.
I think the floating disc can carry like X
It's
amount of
100
fucking
pounds.
weight. Yeah, okay. So you can get probably like it's like if you're just taking paintings, you can probably get about like let's say you're optimizing your floating disc. So you can get like most of the paintings, and you can
Mhm.
get like one sculpture to like even out that weight. So you
okay.
hit like 99.88 pounds.
Perfect. And then once I load it up, I'm leaving.
All right, so you're just taking the floating disc, walking out the front door with
Such
like
a
you,
piece of
have,
shit,
you
dude.
have like
Fucking
9
hate
or
this
10
guy.
paintings and like a sculpture just on this floating
We're
disc.
never
You're just
gonna see him again.
just walking out the front door. All right, so
He shows
you
up
do
and steals our loot and then leaves. He's such a fucking.
that. So you do that. Back up top. Rekka's watching the door. Doctor, you're like, fuck that. We gotta get to the loot. So what are you gonna do? Like, how are you guys doing that?
Is the trap disabled yet?
No.
No, and he failed to disable it.
He hasn't tried.
I haven't tried.
He's just
Oh.
like he's all right. So Kot just opened the door and he's like, holy shit!
Yeah,
So
I
you see
literally
there's a
I
ton
go
of
to
loot.
do my like the bird squawk thing I do, and I like put my hands over my mouth to make it muffled so I don't fucking alert the guy in the bathtub.
Oh,
Holy
man.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm gonna give him like a half thumbs up, like, yeah, good job, buddy, but we gotta deal with the trap.
Oh, yeah. Sure. It's kind of like panicking at this point. He's like, "What if I just throw stuff across the trap?"
You-
I guess. Is this something I can help with? Can I do like an Ultra Arcana on the trap? And
Yeah, roll knowledge arcana to sort of see like how the trap like works mechanically.
oof.
22.
I guess that's good.
All right, let's see what you rolled.
22.
22.
And cock rolled on that one.
All right, so so the doctor, you get the idea that this trap, it's very intricate and it is kind of tuned to specific like weights. So mundane items that weigh like less than like probably like 30 pounds wouldn't trigger it.
Okay.
Question.
Yes, sir.
If I use my rogue talent, which is I can use once as a swift action, vanishing trick, which lets me kind of disappear for a round.
Yeah, you
just kind of
vanish.
invisible, basically. I was
It's
wondering.
I mean, it's the spell vanish. Yep.
Yeah, it's vanish. All right,
No.
I was gonna try and TP across this fucking thing, but never mind.
Yeah,
TP.
no.
Alright, well,
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do to
okay,
help.
I'll try and disarm this trap. We don't have time.
All right, go for it.
You want to give me some guidance there, Mr. Rekka?
I'd have to touch you. You'd have to get back over here.
I can walk across it easily enough.
All right, sure. Yeah. If you can make it back
Alright.
over here, I'll give you guidance.
Yeah,
All
walk
right,
back
roll
over.
me another
there, get
reflex
some
save
guidance.
as you go back over.
I'll have to make a reflex save to go over.
Yeah, every time you pass over the
Oh,
trap
fuck
area,
that.
you're
Never mind.
you're dodging it
Fucking
Why doesn't Rekka just go towards him?
because he would
Because
also
I
have to
don't.
get close enough.
Yeah,
to...
I'm not. I don't want to
Oh.
make that reflex save.
All right. Well, I'm the only one who can do this, so let's take a shot. Lincoln did. Whatever this is, +2. 26.
Oh, nice.
Yeah!
Nice.
All right. 26. One moment. I have to actually check the level of this.
He didn't
That
think I could
might-
do
that-
it. He didn't think
No,
I could
you-
do
you-
it.
You might have barely failed, actually.
No.
But,
Don't do this
No
to me.
way.
That's evil.
Don't tell me that the guidance would have mattered. I'm gonna. Oh,
Wait, he didn't give the guidance?
No, I don't want to.
it's not my fault. He didn't want to make the reflex
I
save,
don't want to risk setting the
Alright.
trap off.
and I'm keeping watch with my
24
drow
is,
arrow.
so what's the total value?
26.
26. Okay, you actually failed by one.
No.
So
Oh,
you try to
Everything
disable it,
sucks.
but you don't set it off. You only failed by one.
I rolled a 14.
You did roll a 14.
That was pretty high.
It's a magical trap. These are complicated. They're hard to disable.
You want me to take another crack at it, boys? I'll take the reflex
We
save
had
get
a
across.
wizard.
yeah, if only
Yeah.
we did have one.
You only have to
Listen,
make the one,
I
and then
was
you would
forgotten
be
for
on
like
this
As long-
side.
as long
half
as
an hour.
You can keep trying it. As long as you don't fail by more than 5, you won't set it off.
I mean, that's easy to fail by more than 5.
It is. It is very easy to fail by more than 5.
I'm gonna try and come.
Wait, you said. Oh, hold on. Let me see, because this might be huge. I don't know if Apple has share spells or whatever the fuck. Let me see
what
if she
are you?
does.
He's a ranger.
No, I'm a hunter.
Oh, hunter. He's the better
Oh.
ranger.
That's like a druid thing, right?
Hunt.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a
ranger druid thing. Let me see if she has that. Works as an animal companion. Oh, on God? She might. No, she has fucking spells with the target of you can be affected by it.
Yes. Yeah.
But she can't do touch spells. Insane. Because she would be small enough to not trigger the trap. Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, well, sucks.
Alright, well, I get a +4. I just realized this because I knew I had something to help with trap. I get +4 on my reflex saves to avoid traps, so it'll be easier for me to not set it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's pretty easy for you not to set it off. Yeah.
So whatever this reflex save is, +4. Alright, 20.
Alright.
Nice.
You save.
Alright, I'm on the other side. Alright, guide me, baby.
I'm giving you guidance.
Alright, guidance.
All right. As you touch him to give him the guidance, you see that like the doorknob starts like rattling, and the chair starts moving, and the man on the other side is kind of just like what's going on?
Okay, since I'm not really useful at all in this scenario, I'm gonna go hold the door.
door.
Yeah.
All right. So you go hold the door.
Alright, so
Hold the door.
whatever this is, whatever
So
this roll
you
is,
and Layla go hold the door. I
whatever
guess.
this roll is, +3.
So you trying to disable it?
Yeah.
No.
All right. You fail, but again, not by 5.
24. All right, come on. We're just gonna run the
That's
shit.
that's the use of the guidance, though. It works on 1 check.
Oh.
I mean, it's a
Oh,
cantrip. I
no.
can keep doing it.
Yeah, but you have to keep touching him.
I'm
Oh
on the
yeah,
other
then I
side.
can't.
I mean, you have to potentially trigger the trap again.
What do you mean trigger the trap? I went back on the other side.
Yeah.
Does he have to be in the trap to disable it?
Oh, I suppose that's true. Wait, no, yeah. So you can like disable it from this side. Yeah. All right, that works.
I
Okay,
used
yeah.
the reflex
So
to
you
get
can
back
keep
on this
giving him
side.
guidance. Yeah. So you can keep giving him guidance.
Can I
and
keep
he's
giving him? Can I give him guidance while also being posted up, watching the door? Or
well,
would that obscure my
in the
ability
moments
to do
that you're
that?
giving him guidance, you won't be watching the door. But I mean, what are the fucking odds that dude walks out in that exact moment, right?
All right, yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
Apple's still watching, and it's within range
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah. Okay.
Breath
So go
weapon.
for it. You can keep
Alright,
rolling this.
Yeah.
Your target is a 26.
Oh.
All right. At that point,
Oh no.
No.
So at that point, you
fucking suck.
you set the trap off, and I need you to make a
Reflex.
will save.
Will save. This
Yeah,
shit, this
not
shit
to
just
actually
hits me,
trigger
I can't even dodge it.
No. This is the dodge. The will save is.
The
That's
dodge
what
is a
the
will
trap save
save?
is. Yeah, the trap itself. The reflex saves were to not trigger the trap by walking over it, but once you triggered it, you get a will save.
Oh, goodbye, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yes, sir.
I would like just take the shit like a couple like 100 feet out into the woods and then unload it and run back to help.
Okay, so if you want, you can make a second trip and get the rest of the fucking paintings and get a couple more statues, or you can go help the homies.
I'll go help him and then I can
All right, so
Oh wait, in that
we're gonna
case,
resolve
we
this
can
first.
use your magic disc to get over this fucking trap without us setting it off.
Well, you
So-
just set it off. I think that happened.
So roll
That
the will
happened.
save.
12.
Alright.
Oh,
So you fail the will save. So you are like your body just freezes and you just kind of fall over.
what the fuck?
You're paralyzed.
Hello?
Great.
Great. Can I pull him closer to me?
Well, the trap's
Alright,
done
so
though. It's off, right?
I
No,
know, but
the trap is still exists.
Yeah, so I'm
it
pulling
triggered,
you-
it paralyzed you, and it's still there.
Mike, move yourself so you're right next to me.
Yeah.
Right there.
How
Pull
long
yourself
does
one over.
paralyzed last for?
That's what I'm
You
gonna
are not
try and
sure.
check. Can I do a heal check on him?
Heal wouldn't really give you that.
Oh,
Arcana
it's
would,
magic.
though. Yeah.
Where's Commander Magic Disc?
I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell to the doc.
We're
Oh,
holding
really?
the door
Doc-
against the guy.
They're holding a door against a dude who's like, "Who's out there? What's going on?"
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
like,
I-
the-
magic
you
shit's
guys,
going
the
on, I
Stealth,
don't know.
The stealth mission is kind of bust at this point.
All
All right, so Layla looks to you, Doctor, and she just says like, "Go, I got it." Like you can go check what's up.
All right. So I'm going knowledge arcana, I guess.
Yeah, so you head over to Cock and you're just looking at him, and he's like fucking frozen.
I'll give him,
Yeah,
and when
they're
you run
like,
over,
"Are
I'll
you
give you
fucking
guidance.
kidding me?"
All right, so
Okay,
it's
20.
22 with the guidance. So you get the idea that unless this is like specifically dealt with, like unless it's like dispelled, he is gonna be paralyzed for it is X amount. 5 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then after 5 minutes, he gets a second save.
Oh, that's
Uh,
does the save get easier?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
To be
I can
fair, it's
give you
not that hard to
guidance
begin
on
with.
the save. I can give you guidance on the save
Yeah.
next time.
5 minutes is a lot of time, though.
yeah.
yeah, that's. Oh man. Okay.
Commander Bandicus,
Oh,
can you
fuck.
dispel this?
Fuck no. What?
You're a wizard.
It's a level 3 spell, dog.
Oh god.
All right, well.
Okay,
Bandicus-
so-
He is paralyzed. Like it's I don't know if you guys have anything that stops paralysis outright or anything like that, but
No.
he's paralyzed.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Fully do not.
I cure moderate wounds. Would that do it? Probably not.
No.
No. It would
Yeah.
take
Okay.
a
So
special effect.
Layla looks over and she's like, "Fuck's going on over there?"
I'm gonna look over and be like, we have to change plans.
Where's-
Cock is useless at this point. We have to take him hostage, get him to
All you have to do is get the money.
to disable
and-
this.
Get the money and run, and bring me with you.
We can't get over the trap.
Alright.
Just jump
So at this
over,
point-
just make the reflex
At this
save.
point, Candivandicus comes just wandering up the stairs and he's like, "What's going on?"
don't do my voice, bitch. What's going
There you
on?
are.
Same way.
What's happening?
So
Um,
guys?
Candivandicus, you go up the stairs and you see that Cock is just fucking paralyzed on the ground.
What happened?
We got a stiff cock and we need your help.
Okay.
Gyms hate him.
I yeah, if I say all right, I can probably jump and make my way over here. Past this trap. I could start. Is there a window in this room?
No.
What's the wall made of?
Fuck.
The wall is made of just like, I don't know. If the I mean the fucking wall or the door is metal. So I'd imagine that like if you like sort of scratch at like the sort of paint on the wall, I guess that the wall is like a sort of like reinforced stone.
Not something that acid
Alright.
could eat through.
Yeah, not something that acid
Yeah.
could eat through.
Yeah.
Damn
All right.
it.
So yeah, I'm out of ideas. We're fucked.
Are you guys fucking kidding me? That's it?
What are we trying to do here?
Getting the fucking money out of here, but there's that trap.
Somebody tried to like break it.
Yeah, that's
Cock
what happened to
tried
Cock.
undo it, and he's paralyzed.
Suggestion.
Okay.
Why if
Are you-
all that has to happen?
are you-
This is out of character, but of all that has to do with one of you guys make the reflex save and get over, then you can just use the disc, put money on the disc, float it back over, and then do that a few times or however many times till you get to all the money, and then make the
Yeah.
reflex save back over and you're good.
How much does
Uh,
Rekka weigh?
Can I roll spellcraft to see like what the trap is?
Sure.
Let me see how much Rekko would weigh.
18.
Okay, so you know that the trap is magical, and that triggering it paralyzes you for.
I
an
weigh
amount of time.
35 pounds.
Rekka could sit on the disc.
Do I see the trap, like what it is?
Yeah, so when you get close, like, so if you walk like here, as you get close to the door, there's like a bunch of just like purple, just like glowing, just like strips of light that are sort of just like along the floor. And if you touch one and you fail to save, paralyzes you. You get repeated saves, but the saves are very spaced out. The idea is that the idea of the trap is like you can tell it like Lace leaves this place for long periods of time, and an average normal thief would not have saves anywhere near as good as you guys. So the whole thing is that they'd probably just be there paralyzed when he gets back, and he can just turn him in.
Right. So, all right. Let me see what I have my sleeve.
If you use that disc, I could ride. Otherwise, I can cast jump on
Yeah, I
myself
mean,
and
I'll
probably
just-
just make it across.
How far across is it?
It's accurate to the map, so it's like 20 feet.
It's
The
20
trap
feet
the
across.
trap sort of starts like right in front of you, like this is
Uh,
kind of like the trapped area, like oops, like this.
Okay. And this is the only door right here?
And it's a metal door that's open.
It's a metal door that's open. I mean, like, what do you want me to do? I can't fucking jump that.
You don't have something that could like get us across.
I mean, I have my little disc here. You could hop on it, but I mean,
All right. It sounds like you guys are a bit stuck.
hop on.
Is that
Okay.
accurate?
I mean, just
I hop
no,
on.
just hop on the disc.
Is this the DM talking
I
to us?
send it over
No, this is
25
Layla.
feet to the door.
Great. I'm out. I'm here now.
As you're doing
Okay.
that, Layla looks to you, Doctor. She's like, fuck are they doing? What's going on?
They're trying to get over the trap right now. I still think we
As
should
soon as I
take
get
this
over
man
there, I start
hostage and get him to
shoveling
get us into the
gold
vault.
onto the disc.
All right, so,
Man
you
knows
can
we're
get
here already.
you can get a decent amount of gold like onto the disc and then move it back. Let me actually find out how much.
This is the worst fucking heist
I
ever.
think- How much does gold
Yeah.
weigh? All
Pretty
right.
heavy.
All right. So there's 50 GP to the pound, actually.
So
So you guys can take a lot of
floating
money.
disc lasts for 1 hour per level. You'd still have your original casting up.
oh, I
of
no,
it.
yeah, it followed me up here.
Yeah. So that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just
Yeah.
fucking shoveling gold on there as much as I can.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah.
Apple is still back
of
here
the
next to
specific,
Cock.
any of the specific like cool magic items and stuff, like the weapons and shit in there, would probably way too much.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys can do this going back and forth and
Wait.
get a lot of the gold out.
100 pounds of weight per caster level.
Wait, it's 100 pounds per caster level?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, then this is a way better idea.
Oh shit! Wait.
And so
then
what?
yeah.
You're level 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so can hold
400
100 pounds of weight per castle. Oh, dude, brother. All right, so you can hold 400 pounds of weight.
We're
This
getting
is a vibe.
all these magic
Yeah.
items, bro.
So-
I'm
so-
putting all this shit.
All right, so you guys can totally do that. It's just gonna take you like probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but you can definitely get most of the stuff in this room, including the weapons, from
Yeah, I'd probably start
from
with
the
the things
vault
that just look
to the
most
floor
expensive.
outside.
If it's 15
Yeah.
minutes, I would get a couple of saves here.
Why didn't you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
Why didn't you guys tell me you were up here earlier? I could have.
So, give me another save.
Sure. Wah. Ooh.
All right, that doesn't do it. Give me one more.
Ha. Ooh.
Doesn't do it. All right, so
Kidding.
after 15 minutes, Cock is still paralyzed.
Wait, when I go on more because it's 5. No, I guess I'm.
No, the first one was. Oh, sure. Give me one more.
I was gonna say you said 15 minutes to get all the gold. So.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Oh, what the
There we go.
fuck?
All right.
No way.
Jesus
The irony that you
Christ.
roll 666 as a fucking as whatever's happening in that room is happening in the room away. All right, so yeah, so Cock's still paralyzed. But you guys, I'll just treat this as this is the stuff.
All right.
I'm gonna move it. But so it takes you like a decent amount of time and moving stuff back and forth. But all the gold and the weapons and stuff, like all of it together, weighs like a lot. Like it would have like it's taken you like multiple trips back and forth to sort of get it away from the trap. But it's away from the trap now.
That's nice.
Well, that's
Right.
At this
me,
point-
dog.
At this point, the banging on the other side of that door is like loud and like very fucking violent. And this man is like screaming, like, "What's going on?"
Let's get
He's,
this
like,
shit
losing
out
his
the
mind.
window.
Can I roll a spellcraft on what's happening to this bitch or something? Knowledge Arcana, anything?
Sorry, they've already got what they're gonna get from Arcana. Do you have like religion or planes or anything?
I have planes, I believe.
All right, you can roll that.
What do I have? Yeah, planes. 9 plus 18.
All right. You don't really understand it.
Okay.
What is it?
He tried to roll knowledge planes on whatever the fuck ritualistic shit was going on in that room, and he doesn't really understand it.
Do I ride the disc to get back too?
Yeah.
I'd
All right.
imagine.
All right,
yeah, sweet.
sick.
All right, so yeah, so if you guys want to just like use the disc to move the loot out of that window or down the stairs or whatever, you could do that. It'd probably
Right.
take you like
We
now that you
can't
got
go
away
out
from the trap.
windows.
Oh yeah, right. It has to have something underneath it, so you guys have to
Yeah.
move it downstairs, bit by bit. So what's your plan with that? It would probably take just as many trips. Just like you could do it a little faster.
I mean,
'cause
couldn't
you're
we
not worried
just
about
let it? Couldn't we just get a whole big like pile of it, let it sit in like next to the windowsill, and we just push it manually out the window?
Yeah, there's no way there's nothing in this house that we can't like fold up one of these rugs and
Is-
like put the
can
gold in
we-
there and group carry
The
it
only
out.
things we would really need to carry it down the stairs would probably just be the magic items.
Right, but how are we
All the
gonna go to
gold we could just toss
town?
out.
How about we go get a cart or something?
Yeah, cart, or we fold it up in a rug or something like that.
All right, listen.
I'm
There's a
surprised
guy
this
on the
guy
other side of the
still
door. Do
hasn't
you want me
gotten
to just?
Can we do
He's-
something
he's an
about
old
the
man.
girl? Why is this? Why are we leaving this nailed down girl?
I tried to help her, and then she started screaming.
Why are we just fucking trapping this guy in the room? Why don't we like ask him what's going on?
Thank you.
See, I've been thinking that the entire time, but I've been.
I
trying to
literally
follow
told Layla that like twice.
No, yeah, you said it, but like the group wasn't about it, so she was just holding the door.
At this point, I'm like fucking Charlie in the
like-
mailroom, just like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, yeah,
There's a
like-
girl nailed to the floor.
Yeah, like you and Layla have essentially been on the same page. Like she's like,
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm just gonna do what they want right now.
So we want to let this guy out and ask him some questions. We were
have all
robbing
this
him.
loot. We have all this loot in the middle of the floor, don't we?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
like
wanna do that
at this
now?
point, it's too late. Like, keep him in there and let's take down what we can.
Yeah, the second he steps
we gonna-
outside
are
and
we
can
gonna,
focus
like-
it out the window, we're
we
fucked.
could just like notify the authorities after we leave.
He is the authorities. He's the richest guy around here.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not enjoying this, but I do have to go to bed soon. So can we just like hurry?
If you guys want, we can call it here.
I want to finish this.
You
but I
pick
feel
it
like we can somehow just get this out, but.
I don't know how
I mean,
we can.
no, getting out is perfectly reasonable. It's just a matter of time at this point. You guys could just do it.
Can we just do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down
go
with
for
just getting this shit out of here. Like, let's just go.
I mean, we'll
Okay.
save
Fuck
some
whatever's
girl.
going on with this girl. I'm sorry, but we're not heroes. We're here to rob this place.
All right,
Gonna
cool.
Break it.
Yep.
All right, so that fails,
What
and then
about with
give me two more.
guidance?
With guidance, still fails. Give me two more.
With
Okay,
guidance.
that was with guidance. Okay, that should do it, I believe.
God.
Perfect.
All right, help
Yeah.
him
Okay.
move
Okay.
it.
So
Okay,
you
so
make
if
a
he
little
gets up,
save.
I'm gonna
It's like-
give him a shit ton of gold and be like, all right, let's go.
Okay, sweet. All right, so you guys do that, and you move the gold out. Layla just sort of like,
Such a
breaks the
loose
knob on this
gold.
door, just so like it's really annoying to open, like to like try and like lock him in there, and she just like runs downstairs with you guys, and you guys just kind of leave the girl up there.
Sick. Sick.
Great.
Sweet. All right,
sick.
so
How much gold
you
is
guys
this?
stole a lot of fucking money, and a lot of fucking weapons and shit. It's pretty much like a
Oh,
literally
yeah.
an entire horde of fucking loot.
The dragon
So you guys like get it down to like outside the estate down the way, like a good distance away, like some secluded area.
Stash.
As secluded as it possibly can be. Yeah, you guys do that. I'll get you a list.
I can't believe that the fire spread from the shed to the field. Oh my god, that's tragic.
You are a motherfucker. You know that?
What? No, mine was illusory.
I don't believe you.
Layla is really hyped that this went well. Like she thinks it went swimmingly. She's like, yeah, that was fucking awesome. You
Super
guys are a
didn't go
sweet.
well.
You guys are a sweet fucking crew.
As much as I,
No, we're
I go
not.
to argue that, and she says that, and Cock's like, yeah, I guess we are pretty cool.
All right,
I'm gonna tell her she did good, and I'm gonna nod at Can of Vindicus because he actually did help.
All right,
We literally could not have done it without him.
I think
So you
everybody
guys get a
actually
bunch
played
of-
role in this,
So you guys get a bunch of money. I'll give you the specifics of like what the loot actually is.
Wait, did they want us to give
on
them
another-
the gold? Like they're like rob him and then give us the gold? Is it
Hell
just
no,
like,
no, they didn't want you to do anything to this guy.
Oh yeah, we decided this of our own accord.
they got their little amount of money back to buy their land from him. That was all they wanted.
Oh,
All the
yeah,
rest
so-
of this was y'all. Whatever you guys wanted to do.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Shit.
So cool.
Dope.
So you pull it off, and you leave the girl up there to do whatever the fuck she was doing. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, fuck her. Who
Yeah.
cares?
All right. Sweet. So mission
Jesus
accomplished.
Christ.
That was.
What? We're not here. We literally showed up to rob this guy. I don't know why we're acting like we have to go save the world.
Hey, brother, you made the heal checks.
I made the heal checks. I figured out what I could. Sorry, man.
Listen, hey, listen. You have